true.
What you mean?
I said that's the real Brandon right there.
I don't. Who's the fake one?
Me.
That's not my dad.
Oh shit! Damn, I ain't catch it. All right, Naya, because somebody be calling Jason Brandon during his music sessions. We don't know who it is, so then
Is
we
that
just
your
start.
middle name or your first name?
It's neither one of them.
They just start
Where the
calling
fuck
him
Brandon
that.
come from?
And every time she come back, she say it. I came in her session, she said it one time. She's like, "Oh, Brandon." I'm like, "Where are you getting this from?"
You might look like her ex, Brandon.
That's what I told him. I told him that because his username says Jason. Or like Brandon.
It says, yeah. Maybe it's the J Brand on deck, and she's like, it's probably short for Brandon.
Somebody, you know what? Crystal said that. She was like, maybe the BRAN stand that she think that's stand. Like, why are you making up something? I didn't give you anything to make up. You can say Onda. I would be happy if you say Onda because it's the same name.
You'd be happier than okay.
Look,
who was Brandon?
You gotta ask her that. But until we find out, it is you. But are y'all ready to get started on this movie, on this review?
Clearly, yes. Black people like make up whatever they want for you.
Thank you. Sis,
I was like, okay.
What they say?
I am Juneteenth.
That's not what it say. I'm a Juneteenth.
I don't know if you know that. Where you get this shirt from, sis?
I got it for my birthday, like last year. Fuck y'all niggas! Don't be coming after my shirt when I'm trying to look. Anyway,
we ain't coming at your shirt. We coming at you about this shirt.
I mean,
I'm coming to you as a woman about your shirt.
Is y'all ready? I guess y'all are. What's going on, everybody? This is the Was It Good Though podcast where we discuss debate. I know you fucking joking. We had all that talking and you wait till I'm in my intro to pause? Nah, nigga, fuck you as I continue. Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast where we discuss, debate, and sometimes argue on movies and TV shows, old and new. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jazz. I am joined with my other host, Jason. How are you feeling? Unpause, play, nigga. What you got to say?
I'm good. How you doing today, Jazz?
Right. Ready for your shit. And we have a guest joining us this evening. Dev, how are you feeling?
I feel great. I actually just came from the movie like 45 minutes ago.
Okay, so fresh out the theater, but this was your rewatch.
It was my rewatch. I had to make sure I ain't missed some things.
Right. Well, thank you for coming and joining us. We're glad to have you for this review. This is our episode 55. We are reviewing The Blackening. Did it catch it?
It didn't.
Fuck. All right, that's cool. If you haven't seen this movie,
step into the mic, tune.
Jason, I see violence will be chosen in this episode. But for anybody who has not seen this movie, you need to go check this out in theaters. This is your recommendation, but also your spoiler alert, because we will be discussing it, which means we're going to be spoiling the movie. But y'all, please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, review, all of those things. Yes, The Blackening. Definitely would have loved to review this and drop this on Juneteenth, but due to schedule conflict, had to do it afterwards. So we are coming to bring our blackness to this review. And this is also your warning that we will be having and saying adult conversations with adult language. If you've seen this movie, you know the energy. So we will be matching it. Can I get an amen from the church, from the choir?
Amen.
There we go. Jason, did you have something that you wanted to say before we got started on this trip?
What I was going to ask was, so since Dale, she said she was coming to you as a woman, do we know the two women's name in Woman to Woman?
Oh, you starting the black questions off early.
Listen.
Hold on. Oh, what the fuck? Dev, you gotta save us. Oh no. What you Oh boy.
Jason, do you know the names?
It's Shirley and Barbara.
But we saved it because you know them.
That is. Hello, Shirley. This is damn, you right. I had to, you right. Damn.
Oh Lord. I can't be the blackest nigga. I can't be the blackest nigga in the room now.
Nah, you not. Nah, it's gonna be spread out.
Okay, we need a full court pressure. It can't just be on one side. We need to spread. We
here. We got you. Look, these black sisters are going to help you out, black brother.
I'm hoping so, but that's what the movie was. That's how the movie ended. The women, you know what I'm saying?
They did. Well, you know, we always got to save the situation. But
all right, now don't get me started.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Right.
I'm gonna let you lead that.
But we pretty much open up the movie. We have Morgan, and I know everybody's name. I got everybody's names down. But if you don't know the characters, I'll try to say where they're from. Some of them I don't know exactly other projects, but we gonna work it because this is a partnership that we got going on. So we gonna support each other. You know, black supporting black. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
All right. So we got Morgan, you know, getting things together for a Juneteenth Friends weekend. And I'm not gonna lie, this was dope. Like the decoration that she did throughout the house, I thought was cool. And I would love to have like a weekend trip with friends like that. Not in no woods, but
I want to do a wood. I want to go to the woods.
I thought it was a nice cabin. I'm just saying, like I was like, it's a really nice cabin when I seen it. So,
but see, I'd be too paranoid. I gotta make sure it's at least 2 weapons going on the trip as well. Mine will be included. So I guess I need 2 other people to not have a gun and then know how to use it.
All right, I keep that thing on me.
Right. So Morgan is putting up decorations and everything, and then she sees a door opening up. Now, y'all both watch movies, and we all obviously watch horror movies. When she was just like peeking around the corner, like, who that? And of course, this is one of those scenes that they showed us during the trailer. So we kind of expected it, but still, when I watched it, it still made me laugh. Like, ew. She's like, nah, that's too DMX. Like, but like, if y'all were in that situation, how would y'all have handled that? The same way, or would y'all have done something different?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you.
I mean, knowing me, probably very similar, but I carry, so it's gonna be right with me. So I'm gonna feel a little more confident approaching the situation. Like if I ain't got nothing, I'm not doing all that checking out stuff. So, hey, I heard something. Did you hear that? You want to go outside and call somebody? Because we ain't gotta go. We ain't gotta do all that. So, but they wanted to be curious. But nah, I'm gonna have mine on me, so we're gonna be good.
Right.
It depends on what I'm doing, honestly. Like, am I in the bed and I hear something elsewhere? Because I'm not getting up to go check the danger. I'm comfortable, so you got to come get me in this situation. But now, if I'm walking around the house, I hear a noise. You know, I may look, hit the flashlight. You know, like I said, kind of like Deb, right? You know, walking around, you never know. So hit the flashlight, but nah. Only if I'm up and moving. If I'm in the bed, you got to come get me, player. I ain't moving.
Just kill me in the bed. Like, that's what you.
Send me to Jesus here.
What?
Comfortably out my bed.
Nah, I feel that. But then, of course, it's Morgan's boyfriend Sean. She hits him in the elbow, like, "Nigga, why you creeping up behind me?" Which I think her reaction was justified. You know, don't be coming up behind me in a house. It's just us 2 and it's dark. Like, nah. But
make some noise when you come in the room.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, put on a bell. So I know. You know what I mean? Something. But they go downstairs into the game room, and then because he shows her and he's just like the blackening. Would y'all have wanted to play this game if y'all saw it?
But I would be curious to see what it was, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't be wanting to play it, but I want to see what it was.
It's given like voodoo, Ouija board vibes, and I don't really touch none of that. So I would have left it right where it was.
I wouldn't touch the Ouija board, which they did have it in there. Like I wouldn't touch it, wouldn't open it. I don't want to know none of that. I don't want to talk to nobody that's gone to the upper room. None of that. But the blackening game, I would have just tried to see.
Nah, I thought this scene was funny when they was just like, "Oh, we about to take pictures of this. We about to put these on the reviews." Because I feel like anytime, I only can speak for myself, if I'm traveling somewhere and it look like it's sketchy, I'm just like, I know some people that they take pictures and they always throw out reviews. Do y'all be dropping reviews on stuff in places that y'all go visit?
It gotta be, not all the time.
Airbnb for sure.
Nah, it gotta be super amazing or super terrible. Like if it's mediocre, I'm not going. I was just here to sleep. That's it.
Right. Jason
So
said he taking pictures. He gonna be like, look, nah. So,
Yeah, I would. And
great
like an
spot.
Airbnb, because like with Airbnb, I look at it like I would want that somebody do that for me. Because like anybody can have like people come onto those sites and say, because I've had a horrible Airbnb experience. You're just like, oh my fucking God, did y'all really put this bitch out here for people to buy? Oh no, everybody gotta know about this shit. Don't you ever rent this bitch out to another person in your life.
Jason definitely
I
taking his
can feel
pictures of
that.
the game. Nah, I feel that. But like, and then the lights go out. Sean gets shot in the throat. And like this movie, it didn't give me horror movie vibes, probably because I was laughing so much through the whole thing. But I'm glad we got some people that died, as bad as that sounds. I mean, I know I shouldn't root for that, but people gotta die. R.I.P. Sean. But I was kind of sad what happened to Morgan though. But like, what you got to say, Jason? Like you was about to say something.
No. So I feel like they blended like a nice bit of horror and comedy within it. It's like the horror. Well, when it comes to horror, it's more of like the tropes, like those different elements when they were using them within the movie. But I also like when they was pulling up the questions and they asked the obvious one. Well, I don't know if that's obvious. It depends on if you're really into horror, like who's a Black person that survived a horror movie. And they called out probably the biggest two names that were killed in the beginning of a horror movie. It was like, okay, so we see where y'all come.
You saw them pay homage to Scream. Like,
come on now. It's in there. I mean, it's in there. But I mean, Dwayne, which is one of the writers, he said he liked horror a lot. So that's where he was coming from when writing it. Just I don't think he said for him, he said comedy and horror are super close. So he said when you like really think about it, it's easy to do one. Well, for him, it felt like it's easier to do one or the other. And he wanted to he got what he wanted or resulted from what he was trying to do. So
yeah. So who are outside, well, they got it wrong in the movie. Who are some Black characters from horror movies that survived?
Dev.
So
He was saying you answer, not saying that somebody name.
I was like, who? I ain't seen that movie. LL Cool J from Deep Blue Sea.
Okay. True. Jason, who you got?
You can go LL Cool J and Halloween H2O. You got Brandy. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
All right, nigga, just name one. You didn't
Urban Legend.
Going through the whole list, like.
Oh, and Rod Digger in 13 Goes.
We reviewed that. And I'm gonna say Jada Pinkett from Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. Solid classic film. But so we see what happened to them. Sean is dead, Morgan gets snatched up. And then we got the next day and we got some of the group in the car. Now I'm not gonna lie. Like, who do y'all feel like y'all can most relate to out of this friend group?
Dwayne.
Okay.
Definitely him.
Who you got, Jason?
It'd be in between Dwayne and King.
Okay. I'm gonna say for me it's Allison.
I don't date white women, but you know what I'm saying.
I mean, you've admitted on the pod that you drink milk a lot, white milk. And
I like cookies. I like cookies and cereal.
That as like milk.
I like cookies and
symbolize something. But
so you want to tell everybody who sits on your throne? Like, it ain't Trevante. Since you want to just be all
what?
Just what?
What are you?
Chris Evans, you remember that conversation?
What? Yo, I ain't never said he sit on my throne. Like, yo, what are you talking about?
You said that. You see, that was your Wakandan king. I said the Captain America.
He lying. Like,
on me, she said, what was that? The Glass Onion. What was the first one? What was the Glass Onion? What's it?
What Chris?
Knives Out.
Knives Out. She said there. She said he was scrumdiddlyumptious. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
What episode did I say that, Jason?
It's not on the episode. It's not even on the podcast. That's what I'm saying. So you're not gonna
just shit you made up.
Oh, yeah, just talking about it.
No, we was just talking about it. I can't do it. She can't admit it on the podcast.
Now, in fairness, that's a decently handsome white man. Just gonna throw that out there.
We're not lusting over milk on the Blackening episode. We not Jason.
Said that?
No, Deb, I didn't. Don't listen to Jason. He said on the pod he liked milk. He drank that shit. And I think it was during our Woman King episode, which is even crazier. But
I feel like I believe that. Where you live at again?
Wait a minute.
Arkansas. Lil Rock.
Yeah, I feel like
all the city states that we stay in got a high population of niggas with white women. Don't do that. Like it's just
it's a lot of niggas with white women.
I'm in the Durham area. Look, I'm in the Durham area.
Deb is probably the only area where it's probably not. Them niggas over there like black women.
Yeah.
I need to go back to Durham, Raleigh.
Memphis.
We've upgraded.
It's black women in Memphis. It's Arkansas. It's a little different.
I need to go holler at Memphis real quick. But
I saw your tweet, but anywho.
Brad, did you see the thread?
Yeah, I did.
I see that. Yeah, that thread was fire. But so you got Lisa, Allison, and Dwayne in the car. They was just like, we about to have a lit weekend. I got the drugs. Like, it's about to be fire. But then Dwayne asked that question that a lot of black people ask when you go into somebody's event. Who all gonna be there?
I hate that person.
Why?
I hate because who gives a fuck?
I want to know who's gonna be there.
No, because I have an emotion. I have the emotion for every person that's gonna be the enemy, the best friend, the ex-girlfriend, the baby mama boy. I got a reaction for all of them. So I don't care who's gonna be at the function.
But everybody
sometimes you don't want to go in there, and mess up the energy because you don't want to be around a person. So
I'm bringing my energy regardless of what situation I'm in. So it was gonna be that regardless of what they were doing before I got there.
But Jason said he hate you just because you want to know who all gonna be there.
Oh, you don't need to know that because the people that do that, they be like,
do.
That'll shift my energy like a motherfucker.
But I won't even go if I know who all gonna be there, and I'd be like, nah.
But I wanted you to.
So
I needed your energy for me. Fuck them.
I used to ask that because of why I worked at, and we used to have our supervisors, leads, agents. I ain't hang out with the agents for reasons so I could do my thing. But I had a homeboy who always wanted to bring, people around, and I was like, yo, who gonna be there? Before I show up with my stuff in my hand, and I'm like, oh, I'm your boss, and we looking at each other. So I needs to know who gonna be there. It's a question.
Jason,
I'll judge. That's just. What about you, Jazz? Are you one of them people?
I was gonna say, Deb, sound like the manager from White Men Can't Jump. It's like, yo, you want to try some of these cake and bake cupcakes?
You know what?
Have you seen that movie yet, Deb?
No.
But when
I need to because Fonz is in it.
Yeah.
Ooh, no.
Little murder. Deb went to school with him.
Yeah.
She knows celebrities and shit. But when you do see it, then you'll understand my reference when it gets to the manager.
Now I gotta watch it tomorrow.
Right. And then be sure to check out our review for that movie. But during this car conversation, you see two things that I thought was hilarious when you had Allison and Lisa talking to each other, but they were just communicating with their facial expressions because us Black women do that a lot. You won't hear no words. Yeah.
Pause. Men speak through that too.
I mean, we realize that in the movie, but y'all be talking too loud.
We do it in real life too.
I know, but we didn't realize that at the beginning of the movie. But as we see towards the end,
I ain't talking about the movie at all. I'm talking about in real life.
In real life, I feel like women are more expressive, so we be having it'd be a whole. Just like a look at that ass, because that's what y'all do. It'd be a whole sis, you peeping what's going down right now, like the whole conversation. Y'all might point out something, but we be really talking to each other.
Yeah, y'all communication be on a horny level. Ours is like, girl, did you see that? Like safety.
Whoa. When it comes to a horny level, that's like the easiest assist ever in life. Like when it comes to something like that, you would never even know what's going on. We were like, hey, and that's it. Like that's it. We have conversations. We have certain conversations with each other too.
What y'all be talking about?
It just depends on what's going on. I mean, that's a given. So we're not even talking about that. It might be a situation where we saying You remember, so there's the whoop de whoop I was referring to right there, and they go to man's, and just just saying like just different stuff.
Jazz,
The
I got
whole
two things. I got that fat ass. Hey, that's you. It's that look.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I got. Like, and you
What did
be
I
seeing
just
the shit
say?
like, it's like, nigga, I seen you. Like, what you mean? Yeah, and he laughing because it's so true.
I mean, them count. I
Like,
mean, them count. They count. It's a conversation. I ain't never talked to this person ever in life, but they understood what I said.
Nah, like I said, y'all be on a horny level. Ours be, girl, you see this? We good. It ain't.
right.
We don't ever have that when there's a fine man involved. We'll never communicate where it's just like, girl, that's you. Like,
I know I know y'all don't. That's why I be in. You know what? That's why men be in the friend group, because y'all don't communicate that. Y'all be at the whole party, not talking to the guy that you into or that you messing with, and now you like, why he talking to her? And now you in here sitting like, why is he messing with her when he knew he was talking to me? Like, she knew that, like she seen the vibes. No, she didn't. Clearly she didn't.
I mean, like my real homegirls gonna know. Like they gonna know. And if they know the other chick or whatever, she gonna be like, he doing this, that, and the third. So either which way, we gonna know.
All this snitching, man. What's up? Stop snitching.
just don't bring them around.
That part.
But
Don't bring them around.
we ain't gotta dive too deep into it.
Why not? Why you not bringing them around? Because that's part of the conflict in this movie. Why are you ashamed of this?
So when it
It
comes,
depends on their status with you. Like if we just fucking, I'm not bringing you around.
What if they just out at the same time?
That's cool.
You're not gonna speak?
We gonna speak. It's gonna be like you one of the homies.
Jazz, you speaking? Hold on, Dave. Jazz, you speaking?
wait, what's the question? Who are we like?
Look at this. Look at her. Now she want to
No, I just
preference
need
a
to
statement
know.
to make sure she good.
No, I just
So-
need details.
So I said it depends on status, on if I'm bringing this person around. So cool. She said, if we just fucking, I'm not bringing you around. So if we just fucking and we out and we see each other, are you speaking to me?
Oh yeah. Only ones that I don't speak to are exes. So present day, you get spoken to, of course. Past, no. I have no idea who you are anymore.
Oh,
But
you don't know me.
Jason be making scenes and shit. Right.
I'm gonna make a scene. I'm gonna be dramatic as a motherfucker too. Don't act like you didn't see me. Because if I see you seeing me, it's a problem.
That's what I meant you with at least one of these.
I'm not even doing that. I'm literally
See?
like,
And see what I'm saying?
shit.
Like you are intentionally avoiding me. Now I gotta act a fool.
But the thing is, I didn't know you were going to be here. So
You don't have to. That's the point. That's the point of just the quick. So you could have did this to me.
Nigga, I'm not ET phone at home. Like, I'm not throwing up damn sign language to you.
That's
Why?
fine. That's fine. Not a club know who we are.
Why
Not a
does
club
it,
know.
Jason?
Not a club know why we
Why
not
do
in
I
love
have
no
to
more.
speak?
Not a club know we not in love no more.
Yeah. I've been that bitch mad as hell walking out. I'm walking out.
Yo, like, he gonna be like, let me go request something by the DJ. And they'll just be like, oh shit. All right, we gotta go.
Yeah, her. With the dress. Girl with the dress, with the shoes. Yeah, with the shoes. Play that for her.
What is wrong with you? Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh
But
my
why
God,
though?
who is it? The song will come on and be like, oh my God.
That's
But
wild.
why though?
Jason just
Who hurt you, Jason?
Oh my God. Who didn't? Oh my God.
It sounds
No.
like a lot of pain.
No. I don't know. I get it's something about when people because I guess with me, I have this like weird memory and like I remember stuff. So oftentimes I lie about stuff I remember. So if a person, let's say if I see somebody and I remember them and I speak and they be like, I don't remember, like, damn, you know what? You may have been the wrong person. Okay, my bad. So like that was a lie. I knew this was the right person, but I'm a lie and say, oh, clearly it was the wrong. But no, we not fit to. I don't like when people like either forget or they don't remember. Like I don't know. That's why. Yeah, that's why.
I'm sorry.
Okay. But so, and then we find out that there is some type of issues. Well, Dwayne was cool with everybody being there except for Namdi. And then you saw Lisa and Allison make eye contact like, oh shit. Already see a problem happening soon. And it's just like, okay, who's the issue with? And so we get to the gas station. We got Shanika. Shanika in there lit. That's like, she was acting a fool in her car. Jason didn't care who was seeing her. Even that white man that was outside the gas station, you know, he probably had a Confederate flag on his socks looking at her while she was singing. She was going in.
Is crazy.
I'm just saying, you never know. You know, they come on their socks. That sounded wild. They probably get the Confederate flag on their socks, not come on their socks. But she go in the gas station, she find her wine and her wrap snacks. Do y'all get lit like this when y'all see wrap snacks?
The little baby all in vinegar. Oh yes.
Do they taste different from regular chips?
Oh hell yeah! It's like every seasoning you can put on it.
My face.
Bev is like,
I get them voodoo chips. They got all the seasonings.
You ain't tried the little baby yet.
I had the Cardis.
See, exactly. I said the little baby got all the seasoning.
I don't even know what flavor he got.
It's called all in. They put like everything, and it's like barbecue, salt and vinegar, Cajun. It's just a nice smorgasbord of seasoning.
Smorgasbord.
So if you gotta recommend some wrap snacks, who y'all referring folks to? JC, you say Little Baby?
I'm going Little Baby. They got a high version and a regular. Both of them fire.
And then Dad, you say Cardi?
It's the only one I know.
I don't know nobody, so that made me less black.
That's what we should have played. Black Card Revolt. Because y'all losing today.
How?
Oh, now you gotta play Charger to the Game. It's similar.
How? What you mean, Jay? Rap snacks? Okay, so do you eat hot Cheetos? Oh my God.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying?
That made me less black. What's wrong with Doritos?
I'm asking, do you eat Doritos?
Oh, yeah. I just don't like hot Cheetos. That's probably like the least blackest thing. Once we get to what makes you probably not as black.
Do you like Funyuns?
I don't be getting them. Like, if they there, I'm not gonna say them shit's trash. I'll just be like, all right, I guess.
Sound like an emergency snack. That just means you're gonna eat it just in case, but you wouldn't fuck with it on purpose.
Is that something all black folks supposed to be eating? Is Funyuns? Nah.
I just named like 3 different types of things you could have been eating.
And Funyuns wasn't on there. So all right, Funyuns don't make me less black.
I don't know. I've never seen white people eat Funyuns. I don't know that. Like it might be fuss.
Just wait a minute, nigga. Do you just be seeing everybody eat different kind of snacks?
It's cool.
I mean, kind of. Yeah.
They're white kids.
And if you at work.
I work remote and I'm no longer in school. So
you was in school and you used to work at a company at some point in your life.
Them niggas wasn't eating Funyuns, white or black.
I know they was.
You know they was?
Niggas be eating them Funyuns. They used to put them in their hand like rings.
I mean, like as a kid, when I was a kid, I haven't been an adult like, oh, I'm about to go buy some Funyuns. Y'all be buying Funyuns for real?
I'm gonna get them. Yeah.
I like the hot ones too.
I did see some hot ones the other week, and I was like, I was thinking about trying them, but I said no.
I was kind of disappointed to see that the reason allegedly the reason this stuff was hot because of I think he was this Mexican guy, but that definitely seemed like a black move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we meet Clifton, who has an android.
Oh God.
I felt like you looked right at me.
I wanted to give a pause so then it could be insinuate or assume that you are the only Android user on this review. So you're Clifton.
Yeah.
Ooh. Damn. Yeah.
Damn, she just made you Clifton. Oh, guys. Oh,
damn. First of all, that's the only thing Clifton got right.
Nah. If nobody in the friend group got the same kind of operating system as you, it's just like, but it's always one Android. It's always one Android in the group, and they always get bashed.
Followers.
How?
Hush, I was just doing it because they said do it.
No.
I was a Samsung person for a long time.
I've been with them since Galaxy 3.
I had the Galaxy, the Palm. You remember that phone? The Palm. They used to have a little stylus. It was real small. That was like my first smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
My first smartphone was a BlackBerry.
Ooh,
Yeah,
what's a
damn.
BlackBerry smartphone?
So you can get on the internet.
I guess that's true.
So don't be looking at me like I'm old. Nigga, BlackBerries was fire. RIP.
I had a flip phone all the way up until I was in college.
Oh, I had a chirp at one point, so I can't really. The
Nextel chirp. You remember that song?
I go sing it for me.
This Nextel chirp. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I had too.
It did. So don't do that, Jason. But anyway, so we arrive to the cabin and we see King is getting questioned by Officer White. And of course, I feel like in a movie like this, you of course gonna have that white cop that you can insinuate is racist or could possibly be racist over here harassing the Black young man. Granted, he was light skinned, but still, name was King. You said what?
He not Black? Are you light skinned, Jazz?
I mean, fuck. Yeah, that did sound kind of bad. Now he is.
Yeah. We took away his blackness because he light skinned. We don't do colorism around here.
Sorry. But if it was a conversation of who's not as Black, could I say no? He still got that same blackness.
She's trying to get that off in some way, form, or fashion.
My bad. But anyway, so we meet Dwayne, or we finally meet Namdi. And is that how you say his name?
Mm-hmm.
Namdi. Yes. Okay, so and that's who Dwayne obviously was having issues with, because you can see how he was just like, "What up?" when he tried to come around and speak to everybody. So I was curious about how this dynamic was going to unfold as we got into the movie. And then everybody comes into the Airbnb. How are y'all feeling so far with the friend group?
I mean, everybody seemed cool except for their tension.
Yeah,
I think.
I agree. I thought it was going to be what happened? You should stick. Oh, okay, got you. It's like you was trying to hold your head up or something. I don't know what you got going on.
Fuck you, nigga. I was waiting for you to say what you were about to say.
But yeah, no, I felt pretty good. Like the friend group was, I mean, like they seemed like they were super close. Everybody's giving hugs. Like I said, even what's one thing I did like about it? Because I guess you have so many different things going on, but I love that you see Dwayne and King, they hug, as well as the ladies in the friend group. So they all, it was a close friend group. So it was going to be interesting to see what was going to happen. And I didn't expect a large cast beyond them. So I was just like, outside of the obvious person, who else could be on this group that's, killing and fucking these people up? So it was going to be interesting to see how that played out.
Did it seem like they hadn't seen each other in 10 years? Because I know that was said multiple times throughout the movie, like they haven't gotten together and like as a group in like 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was picking up. It's been a minute. They were trying to play some catch up and a rebound or something.
They have a pretty large friend group, and I guess it depends on, where they came from to go to school together and where they went after they graduated. Because I mean, seemingly everybody was successful. So typically when you have that close friend group, if you talk to a person every day, you talk to a person once out of every 10 years, it's going to always feel like that familiar. It's just like, it just comes natural to a certain extent. You're just having that smooth conversation. So
right. And then we see Lisa and Dwayne have a conversation, and then you see as to why Dwayne doesn't like Namdi, because in college Namdi cheated on Lisa and broke her heart and everything. And so he's just being like that strong best friend of like, I don't want you even being friends with him because he already broke your heart. Do y'all think like, and obviously Lisa was over it. She was like, I'm not upset about that no more.
Friend's business. I ain't none of your friends' business if we have sex tonight. My God, the nigga Dwayne was overstepping, bro. I don't care where they come from. He overstepped big time. Like regardless of that, regardless of how that was, that's my situation. But I mean, I understood where he came from when we do get to that point of him explaining himself or why he was the way he was. But I feel like he was overstepping in that situation. Or it could have been something he could have. I guess he treated it the way it was brought to him in a way, because it was just like, bloop, there you go. Now you know about it. Versus he knew what he was going into in that situation.
Right. Do you think he would have reacted differently if he had known ahead of time that Nandi was going to be there?
It at least gives him the opportunity to. I mean, if you don't want to make a great situation tense or a great situation awkward, you put everything out there so then people can say, no, he could have backed out, or he could have been like, no, I'm going to stay. And he could have still been petty, but at that point, then it would have been a problem, because it's like, you know about this, you still chose to come and you come here to do this. Like, nah, we're not doing that.
Right. What you think, Dev?
I mean, and it's funny because I feel like I have similar situations going on. I've just learned when it comes to relationships, people gonna do what they want to do. So yeah, I can be there and be your friend and talk to you, whenever you need me to talk about whatever. But at the end of the day, you're grown. I can't tell you what to do with your life, your body, your emotions. If you think he gonna hurt you again and you still go back, you still grown. Like I'm not putting my energy in that, because I'm like, look, we've been here 5 times. So at this point, it's really like, it's whatever you want to do. I'm not wasting more time on it. I think on the flip side too, it's why personally I actually don't talk a lot about relationships, and so I know exactly where they are, because I don't want my friends and family forming an opinion based off of a moment or something in the past. Right. So I firmly believe in keeping certain things. You ain't got to tell everybody everything anyway.
That's true.
So
That is very true. And so, what you got, Jason?
To piggyback on what Dale said, is like there is a sense of entitlement now in relationships. Oftentimes people feel like they're owed a certain thing from you that has like literally nothing or no bearings on them. But like I said, I guess it depends on, some people call it like a good friend, I guess, like being able to tell a person right, wrong in that situation. But I guess a good friend, some people feel like a good friend in that situation, they will leave you, like they would just not be your friend anymore. Like clearly you're going to keep making decisions that aren't good for you, which is detrimental, because it comes back to me. I'm the one that's having to somewhat put you back together or help you through this situation. So that's a tough one. I don't know what's the right or wrong situation in that. Like when somebody dating, I'm hands in the air with that situation, as long as they're not, emotionally, physically, mentally abusing you. Outside of that, like if you just done because they keep, going out and this, I mean, that's you going through that revolving door. I don't think that has anything to do with me.
No. Yeah, that makes sense. Dave, is there anything you wanted to add to that?
Hold on. This ain't no tennis match. What
I mean, shit, y'all over here dropping facts, and I'm just like, well, let me make sure everybody get their moment, just in case if it's anything else. I'm like, oh.
So I mean, even with that, like for me, and then again, talking to friends that I have now, the other thing too is we have to realize our friends tell us part of the story, and so we over there mad at this person because of the half story your ass done told me, not telling me all the shit you done did. And now I'm looking at you like, really, bitch, you ain't tell me the other half. Bitch, you was wrong. Like, you know what I mean? So I stay out of certain stuff, because I mean, unintentionally, intentionally, whatever, people leave out a lot of the story, or just their perception of the story. And so that can be your friend, but it's still, they're going to speak from their perspective on how they feel, but we're not going to know how the other person feels. So I can't be mad at you not knowing what really brought you to react the way that this person didn't like, or do a thing that this person didn't like. Like, so he cheated because you decided not to give him sex for 3 years. So, bitch, I would have cheated on you too. Like,
well, as a former bad guy out here,
former bad guy,
and another thing, wow, yes, after 3 years of no sex, one could possibly assume some cheating probably could have happened or is going on. You don't have to cheat. You can still just
not
leave.
promoting it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we just like that's not saying she did. I just wanted to make sure we don't condone.
No. I'm not promoting. I'm just saying, no, you'll get that. Oh, he cheated. He did this, that, and third. But this man had been holding out, asking you to go to therapy with him for 3 years, and you just give him your ass to kiss every night. He went to be a human. So sometimes I'm like, I'm not getting in the middle of that. Like, what did you do to get us here? So,
well, amen to both of those points.
And another, no, I'm just playing.
But now that we got pretty much everybody in the house, and then everybody, folks is doing things separate, you have King over here making the Kool-Aid. No, I'm pouring that shit out as I'm seeing him make it. All that sugar.
Jazz, when was the last time you had a cup of Kool-Aid?
It's been a minute. It has. A couple of years. But it didn't have that much sugar in it, Jason. So I don't even know why you even asked me last time.
I'm just because I couldn't see you drinking Kool-Aid like since you probably was in college.
No, I had some. What is that supposed to mean? I can't make Kool-Aid at the house? I mean, I have it, but are you saying
you don't eat Funyuns? I mean, what you eating? I mean, I don't know what you don't eat Funyuns, so I mean that's a great combination.
How are you even putting those two? The fuck?
It's chips and shoes.
He was adding on more things.
I know that's what he was doing.
Show blackness.
Exactly. That's exactly what he's doing.
You Allison. I'm just trying to build the case for you. I'm helping you know that you Allison in this situation. Allison
was pretty black in this movie.
Sure she was.
I mean, she was. I mean, just because she was mixed.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say who was not nothing. Shit, the Clifton was black as hell if you want to ask me.
As hell.
We'll get to that, but I don't know how.
I know. I can build a case for my brother. Clifton was black.
Oh, now he your brother? Over here voting for Trump twice, and he over here smacking people who got shot with the arrow twice in the same spot. Talking about all funny. Lives matter.
Niggas love to be different. I can't. Hey, that nigga is fuck. That's black as fuck to me.
Fuck out of here, Jason. Nah. But anyway, you go ahead and drink your damn Kool-Aid with all that damn sugar. You're gonna cramp 20 minutes after drinking that. But no more.
When you stop drinking Kool-Aid?
When I moved from Memphis.
When was that?
2009.
So you sit up here and say, Jazz, you don't look like you drink Kool-Aid, but
I just don't say you just don't look like a Kool-Aid drinker to me. What does
a Kool-Aid drinker look like? Do I look like I use Cash App or Zales? Like, yeah,
I know what you use. I know what you use, so I can't. That's
facts there. I mean, I do. But what does a Kool-Aid drinker look like? Does Deb look like she drink Kool-Aid?
Hell no. She don't to me, but she might.
Deb, what is a Kool-Aid?
I haven't. I don't know what it looks like. I haven't in a long time.
Jason, what is a Kool-Aid? What is a Kool-Aid? Me too. What's a Kool-Aid drinker look like?
Not a wine. I don't think they drink wine at night.
The fuck?
So they can't be a little sophisticated, a little bougie.
That didn't say that. I just don't think they drink wine at night. That's so. I just don't think that person.
I need you to break that down.
They probably drink. They'll probably drink an actual drink at night before they go to bed. They're not drinking no wine though.
What kind of drink, Jason?
A liquor, alcoholic beverage. Some kind of.
No. What kind of liquor?
Probably like an Alizé.
I don't know where this is going.
I got the alcoholic drink. That's it. I just don't. That's just it. It's just Kool-Aid. But anyway, we shouldn't be drinking Kool-Aid no way.
Right. But
and some water. Y'all drink simply lemonade?
I do.
Yeah.
Simply also makes a mixer now. So
they do. Jazz, what do you drink besides wine and tequila?
Fruit water.
I do lemon and cucumber water. It's so good.
I can't.
Try that shit.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like cucumber taste.
Oh, okay. I mean, the lemon balances it out, but you do get a bit.
I don't like lemon water.
Oh fuck! Then that's what else Jazz drinks, and maybe a cup of coffee. But and ginger ale. I don't just be out here.
You drink coffee straight up?
Hell no! I gotta put cream in there.
Okay.
Now, what brand of ginger ale though?
Canada Dry. Don't let me get that bowl. That should be having me coughing, but I just be feeling like it gives me. It's like a sensu bean that Goku be eating when he get his energy back up.
I can't stand ginger ale.
That make you less black. That make him less
definitely
black.
is.
Nah, that
It don't.
definitely
What you do when you sick?
I really don't get sick, but I don't drink ginger ale when I get sick.
This
What you do when your
definitely
stomach hurt?
Yeah.
It don't.
What you do when
I
you got
drink-
a broke leg? The fuck?
I've never broken anything. Knock on wood.
That definitely make him less black. He don't drink.
It don't.
It does.
Ginger ale? No, it doesn't. That's
Jason,
not a
there's no
thing.
way you gonna sit up here and talk
I'd
about
rather drink.
Ginger
like,
ale black as hell.
It's not.
It is. No, it is.
It is.
I disagree.
Y'all should do a poll on that. But
We
anywho,
will.
it
We will
definitely
because
is.
Jason be acting like Funyuns is
Wait,
black as hell,
what's
but
the
ginger
question?
ale isn't. What's
Oh,
more black? What's more black?
Funyuns
or
or
ginger ale?
Nigga,
Ginger ale.
Funyuns.
Ginger ale has
Ginger
saved
ale.
so many lives. What are you
Funyuns
talking
is a
about?
Medicine.
staple
It's
in
literally
the black
medicine.
household.
It's literally medicine.
It is.
Man, fuck
Ginger
that.
ale is medicine.
Maybe that's why I don't like it, because that shit nasty.
They got they got different flavors.
Why
What you mean
did
it's
they flavor the medicine?
You
Medicine
have cherry
always got
flavored cough
flavors.
syrup. What you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, just like, what's that, Pepto-Bismol? Now they got cherry flavor. Like, why do you want to jazz up the medicine? Just drink that shit, get better.
But everything
What
has
is
flavor to
regular
it, though.
ginger ale? Yeah.
But I'm saying, a fruit flavor?
Jason, this takes. Yeah, you get knocked down a couple of points from your blackness.
Never. You can't. That's not gonna be. That's not gonna be the. That's not
It's
gonna
okay.
be the. Nah, that's not
Ginger
gonna
ale's
be the
a
one.
big staple in the
It
black
is.
household.
No, it
Like
ain't.
It is.
huge-
Where?
Yeah,
in which
no,
in which houses?
A lot. A lot.
All
of
the
houses.
black
No, not in my black. Not the black ones I'm from. No,
You
we
ain't
didn't
from
do
no
that.
black house, Jason. We already came to that conclusion.
Jazz. No,
Funyuns?
You
don't
drink
get-
milk.
And
You
milk.
can say that.
Funyuns
Milk. What
and
about milk? What about
White
milk?
milk. Whole milk.
What's
You
wrong?
drinking milk before you drink ginger ale. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
I do, because I eat cereal. I'm never gonna drink ginger ale with nothing else.
And you get
Nothing.
sick too.
You think
That's
ginger
why
ale
you're-
gonna be the reason?
It's because you don't have it. Yeah.
What? Okay. What? So being serious. What the
No.
fuck are you drinking ginger ale for? What sickness are you drinking ginger ale for? Let me.
All
I
of
got a
them.
headache. Let me drink
All-
some ginger ale.
My eyes are
stomach hurt.
watery.
Let
They
me
have
get some ginger
medicine for
ale.
that. What?
Ginger
I'm
ale,
depressed.
nigga.
Let me
You
drink
put-
some
do you
ginger
put-
ale.
You don't you put a ginger ale in your eye?
I drink it.
You
My
just
job's
drink it?
stressing me out today. Let me get a glass of
Let
ginger
me get some
ale
ginger ale. It hit every time.
every time.
I'd much rather get a Sprite from McDonald's. Fuck out
Oh,
of
you
here
got
with
the
that ginger
flu?
ale.
Get you a ginger ale. Like, yeah.
You need you need a bill paid that ginger ale got you because it makes a way.
Why is she in my video?
We got our first guest. We got our first guest animal on the podcast. How you doing there?
Hey Maya. Hey sis.
Just want to be in the camera.
But so now that we see Jason is less black, we have a spades
Definitely.
game going.
I am not.
It's okay, Jason. We'll let the people decide on your blackness. Jason gonna turn to Clifton quick.
I'm not, man. That's not it. That's not the one.
But how did y'all feel
You
about
eat
this?
pumpkin pie too, don't you?
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie is
Mhm.
good, but it's not better than
Sweet
potato pie.
You see, you gonna say, I bet you eat pumpkin, but she do. She eats the pumpkin pie.
But I drink ginger ale too.
It balances. As long as you eat both of them, you good.
Mhm.
But if you're picking pumpkin over sweet potato, it's not.
No.
Mm-mm.
But how did y'all feel about this?
Banana pudding nasty too.
Yes.
Jason, it's just we're here to pick violence anyway. You said banana pudding is nasty.
Disgusting, fucking sick.
So
And all you motherfuckers, don't you listen here. Listen and let's hear me good. Y'all lie. That's the biggest lie I've ever heard, besides I don't mess with him no more. That's the biggest lie told by black
Sorry.
women between the ages of 21 and 41 ever in the world. Banana pudding is good.
It's delicious. At
Banana
least my
pudding,
grandma's is.
try it without bananas. Lie.
Nah,
Try
that
without
shit good, though.
the
You
cookies.
double up the cookies.
Lie. Try it with more cookies.
I like my
Lie.
little banana
Nah,
in
them
it.
cookies fire.
Whoever invented banana pudding need to see me and we need to fight about it, because that shit is disgusting.
Why you
This
gotta
comes
fight?
from a person who eats spaghetti and fish.
Yep.
Yes, spaghetti and
Okay.
fish is a fucking staple over where I'm from. It's not my
Okay.
fault, yeah. But you eat spaghetti. You eat spaghetti in a salad, right? That's what you eat it. That's how you eat it. Do you even eat
Yeah, and
spaghetti?
some garlic bread. Yeah, and some garlic bread.
I need some green on my plate.
Salad
I
is
need
green.
some type of protein on my plate.
Meat is in the spaghetti.
I don't have to have the meat in the
Yeah.
spaghetti. I need something else. It could be chicken, grilled, fried, baked. Boil the motherfucker if you need to.
That's very anti-black, but okay.
Boiled chicken? You never ate chicken and dumplings? Well, that's how my mama made it.
I might say for dumplings, that's about the only purpose, or some type of stew.
Just saying, man. My spaghetti, I need a green and I need some kind of protein and not the meat.
So you cook
put
it with
in
spinach in the noodles, so you have your green in there.
Wait,
Better than fish.
you
I
put
make
spinach.
pastas.
You put spinach in your salad? I mean, in your spaghetti?
I make pastas. Either that or basil, fresh basil.
It's your friend.
I be cooking. No,
I ain't putting the spinach.
Good day.
I ain't putting the spinach in the spaghetti. With
They cook down. You don't even notice it's in there like that.
Nah,
I'm good.
I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna send y'all a picture. It's okay.
Don't send me no picture of that. Nobody want that. That's probably that sounds.
Somebody want no spaghetti and fish.
Man, spaghetti and fish.
Damn sure don't sound sexy.
You eat fish though? Do you eat fried fish?
So I don't eat fried meats.
Then okay. So
I eat baked and grilled.
Did we talk about that, Jazz? Why I said it can't be? It has to be fried.
Yeah.
All right. Then Deb's excluded from this conversation. Jazz said she can come to Memphis and do it. You just eat spaghetti by itself. When I first found out people made spaghetti a main dish, I was mad about that because that wasn't how
Italians made it a main dish. It's not ours.
I prefer nigga spaghetti. I'm sorry.
I think it started as a main dish.
And it was the easiest thing for grandma and them to make back in the day. So we used to have a meal with it. It wasn't just spaghetti though, it was other things.
Bread, salad.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll definitely have to get a poll because the spaghetti and fish conversation continues to haunt us.
It's not gonna haunt you when you come to Memphis. You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
You gotta drink a sweet tea with that though. Okay, you're not gonna get no damn ginger ale.
Look, yeah, you not liking ginger ale definitely brings you down on your blackness.
Yeah,
but
listen, not none. I don't get no nothing from that.
All right, so we got them at they got the spades game going because of course anytime you got a group friends together, we need 4 people that can play spades, that can really play spades. Very serious game amongst our culture. I got a question for y'all because when they were playing, the ladies were somewhat communicating with their facial expressions. Is that considered talking across the board?
It is.
It is, but only if you get caught. That's how they.
That's why. That's just like reneging. It's not reneging until you get caught.
So, all right, Jason, reneging is cheating, my nigga. Like
talking across the board is cheating, my nigga. Don't pick it.
But they weren't talking.
They weren't. Anything.
They're feeling each other's vibes.
Anything. That's cheating. Anything you do to communicate that you ain't or you do, you cheated. It's talking across the board.
Okay. Because when I saw it, I was just like, I feel like this is considered cheating, but then again, I don't know. So I was like, let me ask y'all.
You don't want to drop the dime on your black sisters. They cheated. It's okay though.
I don't know. It's a question mark.
It's not a question
mark. I be looking at my partner just praying, to be honest. I'm like, I hope you got this shit. So that's it. It'd be a deep prayer stare. Ain't gonna be nothing else to it.
Because when you and your partner are playing cards and y'all looking at each other for longer than 2 seconds, you cheated. At that point, I know you cheated because they either forgot what you played, or you trying to figure out if you should jump what the fuck they just played, and you cheating. There ain't nothing else in there. What you looking at me for? Because you should have been playing this game.
Who are you supposed to look at?
The cards.
So I can't look up at everybody else?
Nah, play your game. Play your game.
Says a person that said reneging isn't cheating.
It isn't until you get caught. It's not cheating until you get caught.
So let me ask y'all this. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put your spade skills?
Shit, I'm that nigga.
That's not on the scale.
I know. It's beyond the scale. I can't even fit.
Didn't you say But you said when we was all in Charlotte, you
I got
lost.
cheated. I got cheated at the game. Yes.
Oh, so they was cheating. I don't know.
So I mean, Jordan lost games. What's up? They
Oh, you
don't.
Jordan now.
Jordan lost games. LeBron lost games. Kobe lost games. What's up?
You ain't none of them. And we talking
Shaq lost. Shaq lost. I'm them for me. I'm them in my head.
Oh, well, there you go. All right. So Jason has always been delusional for a while.
Wow.
But
delusional. Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
okay.
You said you got cheated. Maybe they didn't cheat you. Then maybe they just beat you.
They cheated me.
How they cheat you?
We should have when we was playing. I didn't play overs because I didn't think that was something I would have to think of. But like when I'm playing with just homies and stuff, I'm not thinking about overs and stuff. So it's like we're just gonna play straight up. Like we playing. So they start underbidding like drastically in the game, and I was like, damn. So you got set. And I'm like, hold up. Like y'all, if we was playing bags, they would have lost. But because we didn't, that was bid. That was bid.
But see. And that's what one, he's supposed to discuss the rules. Everybody got different house rules. That's
you're right.
First thing. But number two, here's my thing about that. I've heard people go, oh, well, they underbid so it made us bid. They can't make you bid nothing. Just bid your hand.
No, I bid in my hand. But if you bid your hand, you go 7 and they going 4. But then you see goddamn the game going, this motherfucker got 9. You like, hold up. Where you get 4 from and you ended up with 9? That's not a mistake. You motherfuckers did that, and it's just like, but it happened. I think like 2 times, and I was like, bro.
I've had some crazy hands where like a 10 of clubs walk, and I was like, how the hell? Like I've had some shit that I'm not gonna count those books.
That wasn't that situation at all. Because then I look at it like this. Because if you have a situation like that, I'm gonna say if we both feel like we only can go board, we're gonna throw that game. We're gonna redeal it. We not because most people they when they feel like they either low handed or they not sure, they bid the lowest number and then check them whenever we be playing. Normally you bid 4. If this person bid 4, y'all gotta you don't play it out. You just get them the points and then you go to the next hand. I don't like that neither. Nah, we just gonna redeal this shit and we gonna do it over till the nigga actually bid a motherfucking hand. We ain't doing no 4, 4, 4, and you getting 7, 8. Nah.
Yeah,
So you're right.
You got to say?
Nah, I mean, I just love the passion behind spades. But I can understand that, like, the person that, like, the team that you're going against, they keep, like, underbidding. And it's just like, all right, y'all either niggas obviously don't know how to count your books, or you just doing this shit just so we can, like, because if they go 4, you be like, oh, shit, that means I got, like, 6 or 7. But then they actually get 8, which means your side is set because they didn't count their books correctly. So I understand the frustration, but it's just when niggas play like that on spades.
Nah, damn right. Bid what's in your hand, and like you can bid what's in your hand. You can misjudge it just based off you and your partner. Like you and your partner can be like, "Hey, I'm for sure I got 3. We going 6," and then other person be like, "Oh, we only got 4." Just whatever. Like, and typically you're supposed to just write that down and just go to the next hand. It happens, man.
Do y'all play with Kitty?
No.
I don't even know what that is.
Been trying to get us to do it. He tried to explain it. This shit sound mad complicated, but I've never done it.
I mean, it's just like, because normally you play, if you don't play with a kitty, you take out the 2 red deuces, right? Yes.
Oh, you mean like Joker deuce like that?
No, the 2 red deuces. So the 2 of hearts and
the heart and the diamond.
I always take them out.
You take those out. That's if you're not playing with a kitty. But if you were to leave them in, there's going to be 2 extra cards left over once you deal out all the cards. So how I play when I play with a kitty, whoever has the 2 of clubs gets those 2 cards. So it might be cards in there that you can win books with. So you put them in your hand and then you put down your lowest cards in the kitty. And that's just 2 cards set aside. That's how you normally play with a kitty. Some people don't like to play with that because they just be like, nah, that's cheating because the 2 extra cards could help you with books and all that other shit. But
that's the point.
It is.
But I ain't never heard of that shit though. That's my first time ever hearing that.
Yeah, so
I've heard of it, and he'd be trying to convince us to play, but I'd be like, that just sounds
it's fun.
Complicated.
I know how to play both, but I normally anytime I play, we play with a kitty.
You play Joker Deuce?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No.
How you play?
What you play?
Oh, wait, you said Joker, Joker, Deuce? No,
Yeah.
I
Joker,
do
Deuce,
not.
Ace.
No. Ace, Joker, Joker. Nope. We ain't doing that
No,
neither.
you played.
What? Ace, Joker, Joker.
Yes, that's how I go.
So the
King,
ace is
Ace, Joker, Joker. Those are the four highest
Some
cards on
people,
them four highest cards. The two
some
ain't fit
people
to be
don't
the
play
the
with
two
the
of
Joker, and they
spades.
just do.
It's big Joker,
Yeah.
little Joker, two of spades, and then ace, king.
fuck no.
Yeah.
That two is a two. That's what that is. Is that no?
The deuce.
It
It's not
depends on
that
how
high.
you play. It depends on how you play.
Yeah. Some
Do
people play
y'all
with Joker, Joker, Deuce, Deuce. I ain't played that in forever.
Joker, Joker, two of hearts, two of clubs, or two of spade, two of
Two of
diamonds?
spades, two of hearts, I think. Like whatever you
Oh,
choose, I guess. I don't know. It's been a minute since I played like that.
yeah.
You know, that'll fuck the party up playing like that. And then don't forget that goddamn two that big.
Look, if I tell you the rules ahead of time and if you forget, that's on you. Don't fuck the party up because you forgot the rules.
Facts.
But do y'all know another game that's as serious in the Black community as spades?
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
Hide
about to
and
go old
seek.
school. Yeah, look, I was about to say bones. I
Wait,
play dominoes.
Hide and go get it.
Oop,
Jason, nobody.
Oh my
we wouldn't even
bad.
think about them games. See there.
You said black community going hard. Like I was trying to make sure.
I was gonna say
Tom,
Monopoly.
I
yeah,
ain't playing
Tom.
that weak ass shit. Monopoly. I'm not a fan of Monopoly. That's just no.
Monopoly lit. It's just a long ass game.
I'm good on it. I get bored.
Did you say top?
Tom.
Tunk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jenga?
Don't like that. Oh, we play Jenga. We got giant Jenga.
Yeah,
And we
you
be
play
playing this
those.
shit to
You can
this
play
day.
Jenga that shit. I played last time I went home.
Mhm.
I would say Rummy, but a lot of people don't know how to play that. Right?
So
Rummy is
how
just it's
no,
just
that's
a
not it. Mm-mm.
you said what?
No, not rummy.
Are you saying that it's not or you just don't know how to play?
Both.
I
I'm
don't know how
not
to play it
I,
either.
Rummy is basically a advanced form of Tunk. Same rules.
That's what
It's
I've
just
heard.
it is. But all right, maybe
Yeah,
one
nah.
day y'all niggas will.
Give me some dominoes and I'm good. Like we play that
Bone,
shit
yeah,
to
like I
the
said,
shit.
you said bones. I'm
Mhm.
not I'm not that advanced with them. I'm way better at spades. I'm not that tactical in
I
dominoes.
love me some bones. So
Yeah. But as the group is playing spades, Dwayne is over here on the side thinking about life. Lisa threw a Molly in his mouth. It didn't kick in yet. And then next scene is Dwayne going in, doing a little, he thinking he had to paint, doing a little strip show a little bit, getting lit. But then during this scene, Lisa goes upstairs and she was walking around and it was dark upstairs. I would have turned on every single light in the hallway because it's an Airbnb. You don't know what's up there and y'all in the woods. But then Nami comes out from behind her and they have like a little, somewhat of a, I guess he said something that hit her nerves because she was basically saying that she felt bad that she didn't tell Dwayne that they were back together or he doesn't know yet that they're back together. Nah, because Shanika ain't got to the house yet. That's when he found out they're back together. And then Nami was just like, what did he say that she should do in regards to their friendship, her and Dwayne's?
He said, and once you speak to him, you may realize that you outgrew him. And that's what she was like. And she was like, hold up, Negro. Or some to that. I forget what she said, but
yeah. She was just like, you think you said something.
You said something. Mm-hmm.
Right. But then it was funny because she said that, but then she said, ooh, shit, my Molly just hit. I felt that. Not that I participate in those kind of activities, but that moment when you just get like a, oof, you know what?
Yeah.
Like a realization.
What was the woof and realization for what?
I mean, sometimes like when you reflect on life and you like, oof, okay.
In the middle of like dealing with like a lover, you do that? Like just oof.
Any kind of situation, Jason. Okay. I'm not sure if you're actually trying to narrow it down.
I'm narrowing it down because in this situation, we're referring to a young Black woman with her young Black brother, and she went woof.
Well, that's because her Molly hit.
Yeah, but I do that noise like if I'm mad or I got myself hyped and I'm trying to like
Bring it
it be that
down.
little noise that come out when you're trying to reset your tone.
Hey,
So I feel you, Jazz.
what Dev said. It's like, oof. She's like, my Molly just
Mhm.
hit. And I like how her tone shifted. She was just like, I apologize for lashing out at you. But, I just didn't appreciate what you said.
And I
And she,
and I was gonna say, I don't know, maybe I don't know if it's maybe because I was am toxic, but like when they be doing these like apologies, I'd be like, man, that corny ass shit. Like
it's because you're
it's
toxic.
it gotta be, right?
You don't like apology?
It's not that I don't like apologies, but the way it happens, like I'm like, does it happen like that in the middle of a conversation? Have y'all ever apologize like
In the middle
instantly?
of it?
In like instantly, like, you know what? I was wrong for my reaction. I apologize, but woo woo woo.
I
Woo
have.
woo woo woo. You have?
Yes.
Interesting.
We're like, did I? I gotta calm down first and then like get my thoughts together because I don't like speaking out of anger. So I'm gonna
I
go
mean, see, that's me.
and then
Like,
come
I'm
back.
like, you know what? I don't want to say nothing. I'm regret. Let me talk to you later.
Not the kiss on the forehead.
Right. I mean, if we're talking and that he's making his point to where it's just like, okay, yeah, I was in the wrong. And it's just like, you know what? I apologize. You was right.
I've done that.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Mhm.
sometimes
Okay. Growth. Let's go. Let's go.
Jason, that's where I'm at right now spiritually. It's just, if I was wrong, I'll go ahead and say that. It's okay to be wrong.
It's not, but okay.
See,
How you gonna learn if you're never wrong?
Jason is
You
toxic.
stop
currently.
being wrong. Like you stop. Like you can't keep continuing. That's the lesson. Learn.
Toxic as shit.
Yeah. Jason,
I
it is giving
rebuke
toxic. I still fuck with you though.
I rebuke all these thoughts. I rebuke them.
I mean, but you've apologized on this pod before. So what you saying right now, like, full of shit.
Wait. No. That's lesson learned. That's like the lesson was learned. That's how you get to the point of even apologizing. Like, damn, I see the error of my ways. Like, I see that now. I was fucked up.
And then you go apologize.
I had already apologized before I came to the podcast. That was just the second apology publicly.
Oh, okay. That's growth. Love to see that, my brother.
It's growth. Mm-hmm.
But then we see, and Lisa's just like, go ahead, take your pants off. And I was like,
Y'all be fucking at the functions?
Yeah.
Jazz, how about you? Come on.
Look, I mean, sure. Well, actually,
it's a yes or no question.
Yeah. Yes.
Got you. That's what's up. Yeah, this is the best.
What about you,
time.
Jason?
The best time is when it's crowded house. Like, you better shut up.
Super toxic. Super fucking toxic.
He is.
Listen.
But
is that toxic or is it like romantic? Like, I don't.
It's definitely
not about romantic. It's fun. It's fun. You should have fun in it. In your
romance is exciting. It's fun.
A little adventure.
I mean,
so if your boyfriend took you to Disney World, you wouldn't be excited? Like, that's an adventure. It's fun. Like, what? That's not. Is it not romantic?
Y'all ain't just fucking like dogs. That's not romantic. Y'all just fucking. This is not making love. Y'all in somebody's bathroom or somebody damn.
That is love. That
in
is
the car
love.
behind them with that. Nah, hell no. Nah.
That is love. You hit. Hey, look out!
Fucking. That's it. No.
Why not?
Nah.
I ain't saying that it's not wrong with it. Every occasion doesn't calls for being romantic, but y'all just fucking.
I think that's romantic to be able to do that. You probably wouldn't do that with nobody.
You to think that's romantic.
You went, but you went. So you would do that with just a fuck buddy at the because you wouldn't invite the fuck buddy to the family function. So what's up, Deb?
Family function? How do
you
we
ain't
get to
say
family
functions? You said the function.
Okay.
We talking about a friend function.
Okay, so how about this?
And I've had long-term, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, we was also just friends.
Okay. Because what I was going to say is, let's go back to the previous function. We
I
at
knew
the
you would.
party.
That's why I threw that out there.
The person that you fucking, the one that you talking to, you don't invite them, so you're not bringing them to whatever gathering you at to get bumped. You're not doing
For
that.
me, anything that I've ever dealt with, relationship or whatever, it's always long term. And Jazz will tell you this about me. I just knowing people for a long ass time. So they're usually also my friend. I'm not a person who could just have a random ass fuck buddy. So yeah, they can come because they know how to act accordingly out in public. So you know the rules.
I love how women look for the exception. Y'all love to look for the exception. You're gonna find somebody that can meet the requirement to come to the function.
But here's the thing: nobody knows we're fucking. They think we friends, so it goes back to my earlier statement. Like, yeah, I can speak to them because we cool, but ain't nobody gonna know we fucking.
So she's sneaky with it then.
It's just saying.
But like you said earlier, everybody doesn't need to know all the details.
I'm with that. What me and another person do is never nobody's business, like ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not. I'm not talking about it. We not bringing it up. It's nothing, you know. But I don't ever know.
If it's somebody in your friend group, though, is that something a friend group should know, or think the friend group would know?
I mean, some of us know. Everybody don't know.
Or you're like,
and that's just. I think that's most friends.
The only reason why I'm laughing, because I kind of told Jazz, I'm currently talking to somebody who is in our friend group, and that we play space with and everything, and they only after however long, some months, some time, some of them are just now figuring out or finding out, which at this point we don't really give a fuck. But it's like our true friend group. We hang out every Friday. Every Friday we be there later tonight playing spades. So we didn't tell them at first. We didn't want to make it awkward for the friend group. That's kind of weird. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's a lot. It's like, what if it don't work? Now it's awkward for everybody.
That's what I was going to ask you. So if if they're in the friend group, it doesn't work. Clearly, it's not clear, but I'm assuming you've been in a situation where it didn't work no more. How did you navigate that?
Like an adult, to be honest, and I have been in that situation. I just, we ain't got to talk, we ain't got to hate each other, but we have mutual friends, so let's make sure we respect our friends' spaces. Just be cordial. That's all. We ain't got to be best friends. You ain't got to call me. I'm grown, so I don't do the little. That's just it. Just move on. I'm going this way.
I think it would definitely work when both the parties are mature about it.
Mm-hmm.
To where it's just like, okay, we know we're gonna be in each other's space. Let's be respectful, but we don't need to fake like we cool. Like, now, respect your space, but we ain't gotta speak. You are Casper to me, Bird Box, when you're in the space. So
you did a lot of references in one sentence. I just want you to know that.
I know.
Casper, John Cena, Bird Box. But go ahead.
All of that. What you got to say, Jason? Like you want to say something?
I have no comment. I'm good.
Oh, but in the next scene we have Dwayne. It looks like he's putting up some laundry or washing some clothes or something. And he puts on this shirt that says "that bitch" on the back of it, which I thought was funny. And then the laundry room door opens up that leads outside. He did what we do. When I say we, I mean Black folks. We always say for people like in horror movies, don't go investigating shit. He closed that damn door so fast. And in my theater, everybody was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, nah, we ain't about to investigate shit. And of course, he's still off his Molly. And then Shanika and Clifton comes. The fact that nobody remembered Clifton was like, damn. It was like, we remember you from...
It was like, Clayton?
Yeah, nobody remembered his name. So I was just like, how did you get an invite? But he said Morgan sent him one.
An e-bite. Sure.
Yeah. But I would feel so bad if I was like the Clifton in my friend group.
Are they your friends?
No.
Exactly.
If I was a Clifton.
Why would you feel bad?
I mean, but he probably think they are cool. I mean, I know I'm not the Clifton in no friend group. I know how to play spades. But
that's what you meant by that? Somebody don't know how to play spades?
Or just somebody, but don't nobody remember you. it was multiple things because, as you can see, he was like the outsider from everybody. Like,
I mean,
King didn't even know who. King didn't even remember who he was.
He went in the
I
friend
don't know
group.
that nigga.
We didn't know that at the time of this part, Jason.
You did. You knew that.
I mean, not really, because I figured if he was somebody I hadn't talked to in 10 years, how did he get the invite? I figured he had to probably be around multiple events prior to this. And he was.
Gotcha. His first line told me, but we'll get back to it.
What was his first line? Oh, well, we'll get back to it.
I have an Android phone.
And he was like, nobody, we don't.
That's not a shot. That's not a shot at you. I said
It
that.
is.
Ooh, ain't gonna do that.
I said that in the Glass Onion episode, and Jazz looked at me like I was crazy. But we'll bring it back up later.
Yeah, because I don't know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
But
you see what I'm talking about? That's why I lied about my memory.
anyway,
but I'm finna slap you in the forehead with this one though. So just
damn. Jason keep cutting me off. He been cutting me off this entire episode.
My bad.
My goodness, I'm trying to get to the point to where Lisa come downstairs smelling like dick.
Oh, girl.
Of course, you're trying to get to that point.
Now, I thought that was funny when Shanika was like, damn, girl, you smell like dick. Which is awkward. But also like, damn, why you say it out loud?
Because she only smelled this.
So that's kind of fucked up to go ahead and finish sucking dick and then go hug your friend on the face.
She didn't kiss her.
So, Dev.
Mm-hmm. She didn't drink after her.
If your homegirl just finished sucking dick and she came and hugged you and her cheek touched your cheek, you cool?
How would you know?
Never mind.
Yeah, how would you know?
Like, you know what? You know, slapping it on your face. What's going on, sis?
Right. Look, she might have all of that. You said
why would you smell it?
You not.
They might be like that all day dick smell. You know, the little pheromones. Because I didn't see nobody take a shower when they got there.
They didn't. Same outfit on.
So
that
all day dick pheromone smell. That's what she smelled. Dick pheromones.
Yeah, been waiting for that.
So like now Dev is like, actually, I wouldn't want her to hug me if she just got finished sucking dick. See? Exactly. Sticky situation.
You never like hopped out of something and didn't have time to wash before you like got into the hugging thing, and you want to be weird, like why this bitch not hugging me? So she had to like follow through. Got to see it through, my boy.
Got to.
Jazz is like, hell nah.
I'm like, bro, let me stop hugging my friends and just be like, hey, girl. Especially if I
in fairness, when I see you, I just got off a plane, so there was no. It's usually the morning, so you good.
And normally, when I see you, I pick you up, and I just didn't finish. So, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Jason? Do you hug any of your homeboys that possibly could have finished giving some tonguage?
I'm pretty sure I have. I'm pretty sure I have. That's something.
Cause niggas ain't shit.
Just, I'm pretty sure that done finger banged and we shook hands right after, possibly. You
don't smell your hand.
Me and Jazz at the same face.
I will.
You lying like nigga. Stop.
Yeah, I mean, so that's just like the nigga thing to do, like. But I'm not smelling my hand because I touched his hand. I'm just saying that's just like the nigga thing to do.
Y'all just smell your hands.
Yeah.
After they smell their mustaches all day too.
Yeah,
I'm washing my face. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in any of them situations. I'm going straight to the bathroom. I'm gonna wash my face. I'm gonna clean my tongue, and
You don't want to just be like, taste this all day?
No. No. I don't even taste nothing. I don't even taste nothing beyond the time I ate it. I don't care what it is.
All right. Let's get back on track. How did y'all feel?
Clifton got a whiff with a dick too.
He did, yeah. I think I got a whiff with the dick too. Yeah. I was like, something wrong with this nigga.
So how did y'all feel about Dwayne's speech or his toast?
It's petty.
Doing the most.
It was funny. How would y'all have reacted the same way Lisa did if y'all were in her shoes?
I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, it. I feel like that would have been like an argument right then and there. At that point,
Right.
it would have been like, what the fuck you on, bro? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, we trying to enjoy ourselves. You over here making it more awkward than what it got to be.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I'm gonna have self-respect for myself. I was like, oh shit. Everybody else was like, oh, this is awkward. But I love how they was just like, all right, so we just gonna finish enjoying ourselves. We not about to let this mess up the vibe at all whatsoever. But I definitely thought that part was funny. And then I forgot to mention earlier in the scene when Nami and King were outside and they were just pretty much catching up with everything. And then Nami was like, I'm talking to this girl. And then King was just like, all right, here you go with this shit again. He was like, no, I'm different now. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Damn, that made me feel like all the times where I was just like, all right, I'm done. Yeah. I was like,
wasn't going to say anything.
It's okay. Because I saw that, I was just like, damn, I've done that a few times where I'm like, I'm better now. I mean, it's just growth. Growth for some areas take time. So you might stumble and have to repeat certain life lessons. I mean,
Still saying that.
You said what?
I'm still saying nothing.
Y'all ain't gonna have me talking to myself during this episode, just looking at
I'm
me.
just not saying
You
nothing
just
to that.
you just said I was cutting you off. So which one is it? Is we not speaking or is we cutting you off? Make your
Jason,
mind.
you know when you be cutting me off when I be in the middle of it, then you be like, pause, nigga, pause. And I'm like, bro, what?
That was funny though.
Okay.
Nah. But they about to go ahead and get a spades game going. Clifton, he don't know how to play. Y'all teaching him? Y'all like, nah, y'all would have done the same thing they did.
Yeah, no. Once you reach the level of being able to sit at an adult table to play spades, you should know how to play spades. If not, you got to pick up on the game as the game is going. We don't, you got to get your ass beat in this game a few times. You got to get your ass talked bad to a lot of times. You'll figure it out, or you're gonna stop playing. That's on you. That's not on me.
Yeah, now we got two homies who we try to let them play, and they don't let them get mad at us. We be cussing their asses out. So just go ahead and sit to the side, my boy. This ain't for you.
I don't understand.
We play too serious to be teaching people.
Right.
We play too serious. So
I guess it's like if you're trying to learn how to play spades and somebody tells you, I'm going to yell at you if you fuck up. You should be prepared to get yelled at if you fuck up. Should that not be expected?
I mean, we do that. We are aggressive. So
I'm expecting to talk as much shit as possible. So yes, I expect you to fuck up. I want you to. I'm really praying for you to fuck up so I can talk crazy to you.
I'm glad I know how to play because I would not want to ask Jason to teach me how to play. Because Jason, go ahead, fuck up. Go ahead and fuck up.
Yes, but you know who that's who I am anyway. So it's like I'm looking for the reason to bring up to say something. Like I'm just looking for it. So if you to play this game and you holding up the table, a nigga could really be playing and you don't know how to play, acting the fool up. Nah.
I definitely appreciate how this movie did a lot of things, and it's just like that's exactly how it would be in real life. Because I played like so many times being around friends where somebody's like, can you teach me how to play? And it's just like, nah, you're going to have to sit there on the sidelines and learn from there because you're not about to get in the game because we take it too serious. Yeah. So
I'm glad I'm not the person on the outside feeling bad about not being able to play. Like, that shit probably sound mean as fuck, but I'm not going to experience that. So it sounds personal. I don't know what to tell you.
So that's not my experience.
Nah. Well, man, that shit probably rude. Oh, well.
I mean, it's a part of it. If you're going to learn, best to go ahead and learn online on the app and then go to an event and then go ahead and put your skills to work. But if you think you're about to
I have recommended that.
Yeah. And playing online is cool, but it's not the same. It's not as aggressive. I like that aggressive spades.
Did y'all, so question, y'all know how to ride a bike?
Yeah.
What?
I just want to know where this question was going.
Oh no, just you know how to ride a bike. Like when y'all learn how to ride without training wheels? Y'all just take them off one day and just was following a whole lot, and then you got it, or was like somebody, I got you, you got it, you got it, you got it.
I just took them off and ran into a mailbox.
See, that's what I'm. That's
And
what
I figured
I'm
it
saying.
out.
Jason,
What's my
I'm not
What?
gonna lie, that audio gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, like.
But yeah, I had to fall a lot. Like it's okay. You're gonna get back up. That's the main thing. Getting back up and doing it again.
Exactly. And plus, learning how to play spades is not as harmful as trying to learn how to ride a bike.
Depends on the person. Ask Clifton.
This is true. He was irresponsible.
He was hurt.
His pain just, yeah. But that's your client, so you're gonna try to defend him and his actions. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, he good. He good over here.
Nah, nigga definitely isn't. But they go ahead and try to get the game going, and then the lights go out.
Mm-hmm.
King immediately stand up like, all right, I'm going to go find the fuse box. First, I feel like for somebody who had a gun on them, I would have got my gun immediately. I would have gotten my gun and taken it with me to the fuse box. But I guess he didn't immediately think, okay, we might be in danger if all the power go out.
He already lied about it too. Gotta maintain the lie.
Yeah, gotta die with the lie.
No, you don't. Not when your life is in danger.
Why is it in danger so fast? Because the lights went out.
Mm-hmm.
You in an Airbnb and the lights go out of nowhere and it's not storming outside, I'm immediately getting my weapon. You don't think that's suspicious?
No, not yet.
They're in the mountains, so anything could happen.
And I'm getting right. I'm getting my weapon quick. I ain't gonna wait around for something else to happen. I'm be like, nah, where my weapon at? At least y'all know if we out in the mountains, Jazz gonna have her gun on her quick as soon as the power go out. Soon as we hear cool outside the door, I'm getting my gun.
Can you shoot in the dark, Jazz?
Can I shoot in the dark?
Yeah, I don't want to get hit. I don't want to catch no strays.
Better be behind me, sis. Better be behind me.
I'm just because I don't know how to feel about this. Like I don't know if we might need to put you in the bed and tie you down. Because why are you grabbing the gun so goddamn quick?
First off, why are y'all tying me to the bed?
Because you grabbing a gun because the lights went out.
Because I'm being cautious just in case if we're in danger.
So now that you got the gun, if something else pop off, you just shooting. Ranger White.
But I didn't say I'm trigger happy to where I just shoot stuff out of nowhere. I'm making sure I got my gun on me.
But I don't know what your mind. How many times have you been in this startled mindset and you had your gun?
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't in them with neither one of them, so I'm cautious of you at this point.
I would think I would be like, okay, Jazz, be ready for when shit pop off. You don't see that? Oh.
Not yet. And then the next thing, they all went as a unit to go to the fuse box. They didn't just let him go by himself.
They did, and they all got locked in that room together.
They didn't go to the fuse box, clearly.
Well, they went to the game room because all the doors were locked, except for that one that was pretty much locked earlier. But I'm just saying, like, imagine if he would have had his gun on him when they were first locked in there. I'm just saying, a lot of things could have been different.
But what would he have shot? Because they didn't really. There was no people in there. They were going to shoot the game.
No,
he could have shot the door like he did.
He could have shot through the door, or just having it on you. I'd rather have my weapon on me than not having it at all. Is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna wait until shit pop off to have my weapon, because I mean, you might not get the chance to go get it. So I'd rather have it on me.
They drunk and on drugs. You ain't supposed to have your gun when you drunk and on drugs.
King seemed sober. I don't remember King even saying he was on any kind of drugs, and we didn't see
he was drinking that damn Kool-Aid that he made.
Mm-hmm. Did King seem drunk to you through this movie?
Not until after he started taking them drugs. So he was mixing. He was mixing at that point though.
Right, but like prior to that, he seemed sober. So I'm just saying, y'all wait around to get y'all weapons. Jazz ain't doing that. But they get into the game room and they checking everything out. I thought it was funny when Allison was like, "Oh, an extra sketch," because that used to be my shit when I was younger. Did y'all ever play those?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but I played it.
I wasn't good at it.
Exactly.
I tried.
I mean,
I wasn't good neither, but I liked it
yeah, I was gonna say that. How you know?
because you look like it.
Fuck you, Jason. But like, how did y'all feel like this whole scene of them coming down here, and then it was kind of giving me like Saw vibes because he had to turn on the TV and all of that. So, what was y'all thinking during the scene when they were down here?
My first thing was Clifton talking about the damn Ouija board. Everybody looked at him like that's the most anti-black thing you can think about. Because I can't think of nobody right here is gonna even think about touching the Ouija board. He said, "Oh, I used to play this. I tried." What did he say? He tried to conjure Gary Coleman, and he wasn't happy.
He wasn't happy.
Like, I was like, "Really, bro? Nah." Like that was sign number one. Since you're not there.
Oh, got you. For me, I didn't really think I was like we're gonna see how this game's gonna go within the movie. See what kind of questions they're gonna throw out for them to go through, and if they're gonna be at some point, I feel like go back to the Scream thing. I feel gonna be a trick question, a question that they know the answer to, but they're gonna get wrong just off, technicality.
I think they did pretty good with some of those questions. I'm not gonna lie, some of them I would not have gotten right.
Which one when you haven't got right?
The friends question, that was a trick question because it's just like, nah, I don't watch that shit. Watch Living Single. I don't watch Fuck with Friends. But I think it was Lift Every Voice for sure. Like I don't know that second verse would have been out of here. And
I don't know the whole first verse.
I would have been trying to be on beat with it, but I don't either. What was some other questions that they had? I think they
how many episodes for Dark Auntville versus Light Skin Auntville? I wouldn't have known the amount of episods, so I'm like,
this how many seasons?
Oh, is the seasons? Okay, I still want to know.
Jason, would you have known? Would you have been able to answer all those questions?
I would have the Black National Anthem is the one that would have got me. I don't know that. I don't know the regular national anthem. Yeah. Wait, do I? I know that.
You Pledge Allegiance.
I know
that's national. That's not the national anthem. Okay, fuck
I was
y'all
like,
country.
them two different names.
Fuck y'all country. I don't know. Nah, I don't know it. What's it? Lift Every Voice?
That's Lift Every Voice.
That's the black.
That's not it. That it?
No, that's the
regular
black
national anthem.
No.
Oh, say can't you sing Bada Don's Natural
That
Light?
is it, Jazz. Lift Every Voice
two different songs.
What is it?
You talking about, wait.
The song that they were singing in here.
That's Lift Every Voice.
The Black National Anthem.
In the first verse, Lift Every Voice. That's what I said. The first verse is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying the Star Spangled Banner was.
No, I don't know that shit. No.
I just know the Pledge of Allegiance, but I ain't done. I think not really.
Would you have got what does the NAACP stand for?
It probably would have taken me a little while to be like, all right.
You only got a minute. What you mean?
But I got y'all too, so y'all would have helped me. We working as a team.
Yeah.
We working as a team. But I thought this game was funny because they all had their pieces, and each of the pieces symbolized each of the players. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know if it was Allison. She just moved one piece. No, Shanika. Shanika moved one piece, and then King was like, "Nigga, move all our pieces." And she was like, "Oh shit, my bad." I thought that was funny. But
I was trying to see, in that sense, not to cut you off, I did. But I was trying to see when Clifton had the dice, so I didn't know if that was like the game moderator or something.
Games. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, like the moderator or something, the controller of the moves or something like that. I was trying to think of what that represented for him, because he picked that as opposed to everybody else had stuff that was similar to them in a way.
He made a whole game. Like, that's crazy. He did that shit. He was like, I'm gonna pay these folks to go ahead and kill y'all. I'm gonna make this entire game for y'all to play. Yo, he ain't shit.
It was actually smart though.
He still ain't shit. He could be smart and ain't shit. But we see Morgan is tied up. And since they got the question wrong, she got her wig split. I was thinking Morgan was going to survive, but didn't happen that way. But I thought it was funny how they was like rooting for her to go up the steps while they were still in the game room looking at her on the TV running. They was like, run, Morgan, run. And then the door just opened up. And then, like, how did y'all feel about the whole them trying to figure out what room she was actually in or what door she was trying to get through? And they was trying to open that door, and they were just like, it was funny because it was just like you had a few people in the game room, a few people in the hallway, and then I think it was King and somebody else at the door trying to open it. Like, how did y'all feel about that scene and all of that played out?
It was funny when they had like when each person it was like when they each said something and then they echo it to the next person.
Right.
So it's like Morgan, he behind you, Morgan, he because it was each person. It's like each person in the crowd's reaction to it. Like the closer you get to it, the more dramatic you gonna get. And she's like, I'm about to throw up. So yeah, I like how they did that, like I guess telephone game. Remember that telephone?
Yeah.
Nah, I did ask was like when King was like, oh, I'm gonna shoot the door, I was like, you ain't give her enough time to get out the way. And that's the only thing I kept thinking about. Like, you just start shooting. I'm like, he gonna kill her himself. I did ask like, oh, they're gonna open the door and you shot her because you ain't give her enough time. But that's all I kept thinking. Yeah.
I was just like, no, you got it.
No, I was tripping off of the reactions of Namdi and Lisa. He was like, oh my God, you have a gun. He was like, I knew you had a gun. He like, say, that's profiling.
But you did.
That's why I was like, he should have got it earlier. But it's funny because somebody was like, why didn't you get it earlier? He was like, who the hell was I supposed to shoot? The TV? But I would have had it on me just in case somebody popped up out of nowhere. But homeboy got Morgan up quick. And then that's when the door opened up. King gets shot in the shoulder. And was it, they dropped the gun or did they run back to the game room? Because King almost got.
He fell on the ground.
King fell on the ground. They almost left him.
No, not yet. Remember they went back to the door because the dude was going to come in. They tried to close it. And they was like, give something to close him in. And they stabbed him in the foot.
Right.
Then he went back. And he went back into the room. But then some kind of way
he came back.
They did come back. He got shot twice, so they didn't close the door yet.
I feel like
he got
they
shot
stabbed
with the arrow twice.
So they thought they closed the door after he got stabbed in the foot. So then it was just like, all right, we cool. And they all got back in the room. And then that was when we realized dude got out the room. And that's when King got shot again in the shoulder.
Yeah, he got
in the same spot.
Then who was Clifton to myself? Put it back in. Put it. I would have said, "Bitch, get off of me."
Oh no! When Namdi was trying to shoot me, he was holding this shit like this. Clifton was just like, "I'm like, bro,
didn't Clifton fix
get the gun right?" Yes. Then he was out of bullets. So.
And then they left the gun, and you see them. They just dropped the gun. I was just like, "Damn, y'all, you're not supposed to drop the gun." Because I mean,
my favorite sequence in the movie though.
Which one?
This one here. When he got shot up until they go back into the room. That was my favorite part of the movie.
Because
it's not my favorite, but we'll get there.
You said it's not?
Mine's a little bit later.
Oh. Well, because I think the next scene is they go back into the game room and then they go ahead and close the door behind them. I like this scene. And it just seems like so many different parts of this movie where it was just like they had a lot of good scenes of the characters interacting. But I thought this scene was funny because now they just like, okay, y'all need to go ahead and like figure something out. And like, what did y'all think about this whole scene? Because now they just like, okay, we need to figure out who's the blackest.
Man, that's an age-old question that everybody is asking. Yeah, we've been talking about it on the pod. Who's the blackest? So this, I mean, it's subjective ultimately. Like whatever you feel or think in that situation. But it's really based on where you was raised and how you were raised.
I'd probably say definitely not you, Jason, because that ginger ale fact, like,
it's ginger ale though, bro.
It's like a black staple, but
it's not more than Funyuns.
Way more than Funyuns.
Not even like fish and spaghetti. Like y'all niggas you don't even fry food, so you're out of there. Like fried food.
I grew up on fried food and Kool-Aid. I just don't eat it anymore because my health is important in these 30s. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to break those generational curses. But yeah, definitely more than Funyuns.
Yeah. I thought this scene was funny because they touched on everybody. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, all right, so who is the blackest? King over there, hole in his arm. Shanika, because she always say nigga. And that scene, of course, was in the daggone trailer. But then when Dwayne was just like, I'm going to need a lot of therapy after this. And he was like, actually, Dwayne's not the blackest. He was just like, wait a minute. Didn't you just hear me say therapy? And I love the whole thing where they were talking about therapy in the Black community. And then Dwayne was like, I mean, but it's getting better. No, like for real. Black people are in therapy more. And I was just like, oh, like I love the script in this movie. Like they touched on a lot of points that I thought was just, I can see that actually happening in a friend group if a killer was outside. Not that I would ever want to see or be in that situation, but just in case. You never know.
Nah, Dwayne had me tripping. He was like, girl, it can't be me. I just said therapy. He said, plus, I'm gay. I think he said gayness is just whiteness wrapped up in a bunch of dicks. And I was like, what? I was in there, first of all, I was tripping. So I was already laughing. No, the chick beside me was looking at me like I was crazy. I'm like, yo, he had a point.
The movie was really based on this scene. Like this was like the first part, because Dwayne wrote this as like a short. So this scene was the first. It was like a 3 or 4 minute sketch. The lady from damn, I wish I had her name. I don't have it, but she wrote Girls Trip. She seen it and she was like, oh, what if we can expound on this to make it, a movie or something like that. And then that's how they created it. So it was dope. This scene, because it was the entire scene was, like I said, relevant. That the conversation that they were having. And just like I said, the subjectiveness as far as when it comes to blackness, because oftentimes people's blackness come into question, and a lot of people who I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain it, but like everybody, your experience is your experience, but some people really take that blackness thing to heart in certain situations. So certain things, like you saying, hey, you speak white. Like they take it to heart, but it's like, what we mean when we say that. Like it's not but they oftentimes say it's because I speak intelligent. No, bitch, you speak white. This has nothing to do with intelligence. Because the most hood person can be intelligent. It's how you're, like, your vernacular with like what you're saying. It just sounds like a white person would say it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I thought it was funny. It was just like, Clifton, you thought Black Twitter was a seasoning. And I was just like, because I guess like it's funny, people who be on Twitter, y'all be on Twitter, y'all know Black Twitter, but somebody who's not on socials at all, it was like, what the hell is Black Twitter? And we see like a lot of stuff on Black Twitter. A lot of people's blackness gets thrown into question all the time. Black Twitter be going after each other like crazy. One day Black Twitter's on your side. It is.
Best side though.
You said what?
That's the best side though.
Man, you never want to be the focus on Black Twitter. Like
you don't want to be on that. You don't want to be on that screen for the week. It happens. It happens. I like Allison's as well. It's like it got to be Allison or her Angela Rye head ass. So that was funny. Throwing a little shot at Angela Rye. But then he was like, "My daddy is white. That is white with a." Don't use my blackness when it's convenient for you.
Well, her Rosa Parks hoodie on.
Right.
That's why she should have got it. That's why she should have been the pick, just for the hoodie that she had on.
What? Nah.
Out of there.
They picked who they needed to pick, because the fact that Clifton is just like, voted for Trump twice. He's like, I've never seen
Which is
Friday.
ironic. Oh God.
I
How
mean-
you get voted the blackest when you were clearly the least black? They just wanted you gone, bro.
But he did. He showed up when he had no invite. So shit, he is the blackest.
She was like, that's some nigga shit right there. But like, I guess what are some movies that every black person should have seen? That where it's just like you would judge somebody like, how have you not seen that?
Oh, I got a list. Who's starting?
You?
What are 3 movies?
Don't Be a Menace. You know the long name. Oh, I'll never know the whole thing. You know what I'm talking about. Friday, of course. And Soul Food.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's your 3, Jason? Not you
Black
not knowing.
movies? Yeah, no, because shit. Yeah, I don't. Oftentimes I run into people that don't know. So waiting to exhale.
Okay.
Let's say Love and Basketball.
That toxic ass movie.
Because I know people that ain't seen it. I'd probably say New Jack City.
Okay. I think mine would be Boys in the Hood. It would be Baby Boy.
Okay.
And damn, what was the other one? I'll probably say Friday. Yeah. I feel like I had another one, but I was trying to find one that nobody mentioned.
I've seen all the ones that we have. I mean, I've seen all the ones that you guys mentioned. So yeah, you're right.
So you good? Dead Presidents? I thought some honorable mentions.
I've seen that. I mean,
So
Love
Belly?
Jones.
Crooklyn?
Belly's a good one. You haven't seen Belly?
Brown Sugar?
I seen Belly. I ain't seen them other 2 though.
Crooklyn?
I ain't seen that neither.
I've seen pieces of Crooklyn, but I don't think I've
seen-
sat through it.
I've seen
Color
pieces
Purple.
of Crooklyn.
Oh yeah, Color Purple.
I've seen pieces of Crooklyn. I've seen pieces of what was one before that? The 2 movies that Lorenz
Dead
Tate, Dead
Presidents.
Dead
Presidents,
President.
Love Jones.
and Love
Yeah.
Jones. I've seen I don't think I've ever seen anything from Love Jones. I
Oh.
heard the soundtrack.
The
but I never watched the
Temptations,
movie.
the Five
The
Heartbeats,
Temptations.
and that Michael Jackson movie. You
American
gotta see all
Dream.
of them. And what's
Michael
love got
Jackson
to do
movie is
with it?
like 8 weeks long though.
It is.
I'm gonna watch it. We watched it.
If somebody said Roots, yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, so since we here, what is your favorite fictional song from a Black movie?
What?
What is
I
your
don't know if they're
favorite
fictional.
fictional?
Oh. I got one.
Like a song like damn.
Like a song they created within the movie?
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe like Jimmy Got Soul from
Dream Girls.
Dreamgirls, or you got on straight CB4 if you ever seen that, Straight Outta Low Cash. That's
Look,
a made up.
Whoop that trick.
That's a real song.
Is it though? I forgot you from Memphis. My bad.
That's a real
It's like
song.
my bad. Well, the
But I
song
mean,
that,
I'll
what's
give you
name was
that. 'Cause
singing?
You didn't know.
I would have known ever. What's the chick from Color Purple when she was singing in a little barn or whatever?
Oh,
Is
I
it
know
Suge?
you. Should.
Yeah. When she was singing to Whoopi's character, she's like, "Sister, you stay on my mind." That right there. That you don't remember that song?
I do. I remember that song. I was gonna say
Like-
One Night Only from Dreamgirls.
That's a real song.
I would say, is it a real
Fuck.
song though? Yeah.
But how is that a real song? But Jimmy's song isn't real.
When I say real, like there's nobody ever in the world that's ever sung that song besides Jimmy in that movie. So what I mean, like they made it
Right.
for that. Like that's what I mean.
Mhm.
So like in it, like 5 Heartbeats. Them,
Can
that's
I-
not. I mean, that's.
Can
not,
I do
mean,
a
it's
song
good-
from Hamilton?
That's not Black.
Oh, damn it.
It's not. No.
He's on down the road from the
Oh
Wiz.
no. Oh, I could do.
Yeah,
Does it have to be from a movie or a show?
it can be from a show if you want a show.
All right, so I'm gonna do
Broke Pussy.
broke pussy from Insecure.
You gotta rap it then. If you're gonna say that, you gotta rap it because since you did that.
Shit. Hell. I don't know the words.
She let Issa down.
P-Valley.
She let Issa down, guys.
Listen. You could have went to P-Valley, Jazz.
Quick letter I.
Yeah.
Come back, I, Mississippi Pride. That's the song they made. That was made for the.
They got a few songs in there.
Plenty of them. She went to Hamilton though.
Sorry. It didn't help, Jazz. It didn't help you at all.
I'm telling you, man, we gonna be Jazz.
But to be fair, he was called an immigrant the entire movie.
He's not black though.
But he was,
and he was from Europe.
Immigrants come from a lot of places. Jazz.
The character. And I was gonna do the
Alexander Hamilton.
I was gonna do a song
Lafayette.
from the soundtrack, but I was gonna
Lafayette? You was gonna do Lafayette? That's
nah,
what you was going to?
Nah, I was going towards the other guy, Leslie. Well, his real name is Leslie. He was the dude that was hating on Hamilton.
He was black.
Yes, his character was in the play.
I didn't watch it.
Nah.
Yo,
there was a whole bunch of white people from Europe coming to America. That's what we're fighting over.
Anyway,
Alexander Hamilton looking ass.
Stop acting like you don't like that soundtrack, nigga. Like,
we was just talking about black stuff. That's it. You get the name in Hamilton.
I couldn't think of a song. But anyway.
I know. That's crazy. You owe us a song by the end of this podcast.
I'll see what I can do. But where did we leave off in the movie?
Them figuring out who's the blackest, which it's not Jazz at this point. You safe.
Go ahead.
That was it. That's what you were talking about. We were talking about the blackest in the room.
Okay, so they picked Clifton.
Mm-hmm.
And then Clifton pretty much got out of there. And on his way out, he smacked King in the face.
That shit was funny as hell.
It was a clean smack too. It was like you think it got his bottom lip?
Damn.
He got all of it.
He did. It
I
did.
don't know where he did his hands.
We don't. But if anything, maybe King does, because he probably smelled his hand as it was sliding across his face. But as he was leaving, he was like, "All lives matter." And then he closed the door back. And I thought this because like we have him outside, he got a weapon, and then he gets shot in the shoulder. And of course, everybody in the game room is seeing this, and they just like, damn. So we think Clifton is dead. We trying to find out he is not. But now like the gang has left the room and everybody's getting a weapon. I thought this exchange was funny because you see Lisa get a candlestick. And then Dwayne was just like, what the hell are you about to do with that? You think you playing a game of Clue? Like Colonel Mustard? And it was funny because Lisa was in all yellow. Have y'all seen the movie Clue?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That game
the outfit that she had on kind of like what Dwayne put on at the end.
Right, it did.
Oh, that jumpsuit, yeah.
And she still had that on, right? Even though it had a bunch of blood on it. I think Dwayne's the only one who changed his clothes. Which I'm just like, he must have been went missing for a while to go ahead and change, but everybody was outside smoking. It was just like, whatever. So then the killer just lets them know, like, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. He's gonna unlock all the doors and everything, and then this is when they decide we're gonna split up. Was this a smart move? Not a good move? What y'all thinking?
I mean, in theory, it's smart.
I guess if you think it's one killer, because then you think, okay, if he's with this group, he's not with the other ones, and they could get away. But come to find out, you got more than one killer.
I wouldn't be sitting. I'll tell you that.
No,
I wouldn't have been sitting. That just don't seem smart. Because what are you doing? You just sitting there. You're not for the call. You're not calling nobody. You just literally sitting there until hopefully somebody comes or shows up.
Right. So would y'all
I think they could have split up and went in different directions outside.
Yeah, that's what they should have did.
That would have definitely made a lot more sense than staying in the house, because obviously he's able to lock all the doors. So he was just gonna get. Oh, go ahead, Jason.
I'm gonna say yeah, but I'm just piggybacking on what you said. Like, you're staying in the place that they control. So how can you? What was the? I didn't understand the logic in that. But I guess Lisa's logic was she was going to look for Morgan and see if they were still alive.
Right. And I think like her and Dwayne was still high, and they was just like, they wasn't about to go outside trying to run and still being high. So, I mean, I get that. And then I think during this scene before they split up, Shanika gave King some pills, Adderall. Yeah. Because I think she gave it to Allison. She gave Allison some Adderall. Mm-hmm. We saw how that affected her outside. So, and then like before they split up, everybody was hugging. It was just like, this is how it felt at the end to set it off. Which I thought that was hilarious. I love how they had so many different callbacks from movies. Definitely thought that was good. But so you got your outside crew, Allison, Shanika, and King. So, because like with this scene, they pretty much went scene for scene, like you saw what they were doing with the people that stayed inside and then the people outside. So let's just talk about the outside folks first. Mm-hmm. Allison, Shanika, and King. So at this point, Allison's Adderall done kicked in. And she just like, y'all just go without me. I just need to sit here for a second. Would y'all have left her?
No.
Nah.
And leave a woman outside like that. No.
Would you have put her like by a bush for her to sit there and don't say nothing?
No, I would have sat with her. Now, if I see the killer, I'm leaving her.
Okay. Now, who was it? I don't know if it was King's or Shaniqua's love speech, and they did the whole sister act reference. If you want to be somebody and you want to go somewhere, he knows like that's a killer out here. After doing all of that. And I was like, that's how you got her up. All right. So she was like, all right, cool. She finally got up. So now, sis, if you're just going to sit here and I see him, I got to go. I tried is the important part.
Yeah. Because King was just like, you got Rosa Parks in your shirt. She sat down, didn't she? She was like, yeah, that's exactly what she did. Shanique was like, nigga, get the hell out of here. Like, that is not going to have her stand up and go. Mm-hmm. But then as they was moving around outside, sis got missing anyway. So it was just Shanika and King. They didn't know where Allison went. Mm-hmm. That's why I was like, if you would have left, I would have probably just put her in like a bush, because she might have slowed us down.
You gonna cover her up?
Just be like, sit there, don't move, and just think, and just be quiet. And then like they got to the water. Shanika was like, I'm gonna go ahead and swim. She was trying to she helped King up into the tree. And so she got into the lake. Would y'all have tried to swim across?
And I was just thinking, it's the Florida in me. Like, I don't do like water I can't see.
Right, so you're not swimming in the dark.
Nah.
Same.
Even if it's not.
I'm just. Wait, what you gonna say?
Even if it's a killer outside trying to kill you and chasing you?
It's killers in the water.
I don't know what's in the water. Truly. I don't know what I would have done, but I probably would have. I would have hit that trail. I went so fast he was gonna go.
Okay.
Not going through the water though. Hell no.
Because I mean, Shanika was out there swimming. She almost got hit a few times. But
plot armor.
Hey, sis was ducking.
She was.
I was like, "How are you?" Yeah, I'm like, "Come on now."
But yeah, Jason definitely think it was some plot armor there. But I thought it was funny when King was just like looking down right above dude. Dropped his knife. And I'm like, sir, what are you doing? But then he was able to pretty much fall on him, and then they start fighting. Dude was beating King ass. But then luckily
King was beating his ass. And then he caught a cramp. Then he got his ass beat.
And then didn't he stab King with one of the arrows in his leg?
After he caught the cramp, he stabbed him in the leg.
Yeah.
In the end, he was beating King ass before Allison came.
They told him not to drink that Kool-Aid. He was gonna catch a cramp.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that situation to come back up.
So, but you got Allison that come through. She over here putting her hand in the dirt. I mean, she was ready for that life. She's ready. Because she had been picking up different arrows anyway. So I thought it was funny how she just start going in on dude. And then King is just like, that's what I'm talking about. And then Shanika's over here still in the water. She must have had to be more than halfway over the lake. Because it took her a long time.
I don't know why she didn't finish.
Exactly. She turned around.
Why did you not keep going? I was real confused.
I guess she thought, okay, they got the killer right there. Let me go ahead and turn around so I don't need to go to them other house. I don't know. Y'all would have just kept going.
Yeah, we still gotta get the hell away from here.
The phones don't work. The cars is got arrows in the tires. You still need help. You in the mountains. Yes, I'm going to get help. So
that's true. And then they pretty much after Allison kills him, they unmask him, and it's the guy that was in the gas station earlier. And Shanika identifies him because I mean he's missing a whole eye. That ain't nobody you can just forget.
This is true.
Since you saw him earlier that day. But now we got our crew back in the house. Dwayne, Lisa, and Namdi. How did y'all feel about this scene? Because obviously they was in the house trying to see if they can go save Morgan, and then they found out in the basement cameras all over the house. Like, what did y'all think about this?
I mean, it makes sense to try to at least find her since you're staying in the house anyway. I mean, that little part, that was kind of minor to me, whatever. Until Sheriff White or Park Ranger White got there. Like, I don't know, the basement scene didn't really hit a lot for me because there wasn't nothing down there.
Yeah. Like I said, yeah, when they did that little discovery, that piece, it didn't. I don't think nothing. It wasn't really anything. I did like that scene when they were when they were deciding to go back through the door. And then Numdy was like, he was like, no. Then Dwayne was like, man, get the fuck out the way. I see why you didn't do it. Go ahead.
That shit was funny. I was like, Lord.
And then they run through it, and like I said, it's Ranger White on the other side of the door holding the gun. It was like, I don't know if it's safe or not. And they dropped their weapons.
Because then he asked him, he was just like, where's everybody else? And they was just like, we split up. And he was just like, wait, y'all black.
You're black.
Y'all don't do that. And he was like, I know. But I thought it was funny when he was just like, I know not to go to the cookout if I'm invited because I don't want to make the space awkward, being the only white person there in a black space. And they was just like, oh, all right, that was a good answer. But then when he was just like, y'all don't split up because y'all black, they was like, all right, you getting too comfortable. Too comfortable.
Would you have followed him to the car?
No.
Since you like Dewey and all.
I like Scream as a whole.
You wouldn't trust Dewey?
No. Would you have trusted Dewey?
I'm not the stand in that situation.
I mean, ain't no cops ever survive on Halloween. They always get stabbed up. So
Scream.
But your movie is Halloween.
Yikes.
So I'm saying no cops survive in Halloween. So
or security guard.
The black cop.
Security guard.
How many movies was he in versus how many movies Dewey was in?
He was in the last three. He wasn't the main character neither though.
He talking about the one with the hat.
What's his name?
The cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Also, somebody who named we
I don't remember his name.
No.
Okay.
I don't remember his name. I mean, Dewey was in 5 movies. Come on now. Dewey died in all 5 of the movies too.
What?
Not that.
Dewey damn near died in all 5 of the movies.
Not
he
all
got
5.
fucked up in all the movies, but he ain't died.
They said reaching like crazy.
What's the reach? In Scream 2, you thought Dewey was out of here. Scream 3.
You didn't think he was out of here.
Number 3 is the only one he probably came close to, like, no issues, no problem.
He didn't get fucked up in 4.
She beat that nigga ass with a bedpan.
There's no way you thought when they were at the hospital, Dewey was gonna die.
He could have.
Jason, when you saw that scene, you thought Dewey was going to die?
After she made it to the hospital, I thought nobody else was gonna die but her. At that point,
you look at the other Screams and then you look at Scream 4. He came close to dying in 2 and in 5. Well, he died in 5. Plot twist or spoiler alert. Right. So he came closer to death in all those than he did in 4. So I wouldn't count 4.
I'm counting 4.
All right. But anyway, back to the folks inside. Where we at? So Ranger White, they get into the car.
Mm-hmm.
Then they see the killer's mask. You said what?
They go from sitting ducks in the house to sitting ducks in the car. Just no sense. They ain't got no sense on that side.
He just shouldn't have said, "I'll be back," because you never say that in a movie.
Yeah.
And he came back, and it was just like, your keys are still in there because he didn't have them because he couldn't open up the door. I would have drove off and just left him there. Because you could have technically.
No one thought of that.
No, because I feel like you definitely could have just driven his car because his tires weren't blown out like everybody else's.
He's shooting an arrow. He ain't got no gun, nothing. He's just shooting an arrow across the room.
Mm-hmm.
But then they pretty much get out the car as Ranger White gets a shot in the throat, and then Dwayne is just like telling Lisa and Namdi, "Just leave me, save yourself." Were they wrong to leave?
What could they have done?
In any death situation, I'm dipping. Like it's not too many conversations. Either we finna go together, or what are we doing in that? Unless we had like somebody got a weapon on them, like they're the person that's doing that for us. No, we dipping. As a unit, we gotta go.
Damn.
And he told us to go.
He was like,
y'all know he ain't mean that shit.
He said it. He was like, "I was just playing." I thought that was hilarious.
Life or death?
You said what?
Life or death? You playing like that?
He was testing their friendship for real.
At the wrong time.
It was the wrong time.
Let me see how much y'all niggas love me. Is what that was.
I mean, if y'all was in that situation, would you want y'all folks to go ahead and just leave y'all if it was a chance of you possibly not surviving?
If I know I'm not gonna survive, I'm not gonna be selfish. You ain't gotta die with me. That's just selfish.
Exactly. Yeah. Save yourself.
But if there's a chance, bitch, you can help me.
If I twisted my ankle and I'm slowing everybody down, just tell them I went out like a G. Just leave me. I don't want to slow down a group. Like, nah.
You better hope it's somebody's back you can get on. It's not gonna be mine, but you better hope it's somebody's back that you can get on.
But then I'm slowing them down.
Make it, sis.
Because then they could die.
I think like a big dude might be good. He might do like Tough Mudders for a living.
Them the kind of people that have in your circle.
That part.
But then they get into the house and they hide in a vent. Killer's coming around. Dwayne obviously survives. Turns on the music that Morgan was playing earlier. I don't know what song it was, but it's like, "I can't stand the rain." And it wasn't
it's the original.
Yeah, the original sample.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But and then Dwayne was just like, "Y'all niggas just left me." It's like, "Move your ass, let me get up here." So they all three in the vent. And I thought it was smart how the killer was just like, he just took the whole device that was blocking their signal and turned that back on, and everybody notification is going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, "Oh, y'all niggas about to get caught." And then Dwayne is like, "Keke Palmer retweeted me."
I thought they was whispering loud, but that was just me. Y'all kind of loud in this vent. It's a lot of things going on.
It definitely did seem like they were, for sure. But then Dwayne throws up on the killer. Like, what? Did he just throw it because he was in a tight space, or he was just?
Remember, he said when he get nervous, he throw up. He said it like at the beginning.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was called back to the episode when he said that. So he got scared when the killer said "boo" or something like that. He threw up in his face.
He fell down the steps. He must have had corn that day because it was corn all over the killer.
Is that what gave it away?
Yeah.
The corn jazz.
Did you see what he had on him?
Yeah, it's like carrots and shit. And corn and
Like
peas.
he ate some stew.
Right.
This nigga ate stew on the camp. Well, he on the camping trip, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they in there trying to fight the killer. Lisa gets kicked in the chest.
I know that shit hurt.
Yeah. It looked like he definitely knocked the wind out of her. But then at this time where they're fighting him, the other group is back. And then I think it was Shanika that shot him with the arrow. And so then Lisa just went ham on him and just killed him.
Well, Dwayne shot him first, but it didn't kill him. Remember, he had like
in the hand,
shot
right?
him like this. Yeah.
And they start arguing, and that's when Dwayne was just like, every time you get back with this nigga, you just forget about all the pieces that he just crumbled, and she's like, damn, this don't seem like the best time for this conversation because somebody's trying to kill us. But
seemed like he was the boo at that point.
You said
he
what?
said he was the gay side chick.
Yeah, that's he felt like like her boo at that point, or that's how he at least felt how she was treating him.
Right. But so they end up killing the killer, the second killer, and they found out who he was, and it was a family photo, so it was twins. So I think at this point, that's when you got a few of them. They go downstairs where the cameras and shit were. Oh, because the TV came on because they saw Clifton and the cop downstairs. And so you had Alice and Shanika and Namdi and Dwayne go downstairs, but Lisa and King stayed upstairs. And so at this point, we've come to realize Clifton is in on the entire thing. And so he gives us a backstory as to why he set this whole thing up. He paid them $1,000, which
It was $100 a person,
which is crazy. I'm like, Dwayne was like, is that all we worth? And then he pocketed the money.
As he should.
Nah,
I
yeah, I
didn't see that.
definitely would have done
Wait.
that. I would have done that for sure.
It's like, oh, this is it. Oh my god.
Nah, yeah. That would have been me. I would have put that shit right in my pocket. I wouldn't have split it with nobody. Did y'all expect this twist? I would have got us some drinks later after we survive.
Yeah, because dude was just.
Wait, you did expect this twist?
I kind of did, because I'm like, why are you here? Who invited you? So, yeah, he just didn't fit the group.
Oh, you talking about the actual twist of him being the killer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did from the beginning, and I'm gonna tell you why. So, I said in any action, horror, suspenseful, any of them movies, you're not allowed to have an Apple phone and be that person. This movie explicitly explained to you that Dwayne had what kind of phone, Jazz?
Android.
The first thing that came out this man's mouth was he had what?
An Android phone.
And his car, his Hyundai, had died. Those are the two things. So at that point, we knew.
I drive a Hyundai.
Damn, Deb a villain. That's crazy. Red flags going off.
But I did love this. Even though it was expected, I love the explainer, his reasoning behind why he did what he did. It made a lot of sense. And if they would have did this and made it, a horror comedy still is a thing. Cause like Scream 1, it was a horror comedy, but people were dying in that. So like if they would have killed some people off, I feel like this movie would have went. So I don't know who you pick and choose and who's gonna die and who stays in that situation, but it would have been dope if they did that. But I'm glad they didn't. But it would have been dope if they did start picking people off. Because like I said, his motive, even with down to $1,000, he said that $1,000 is how much it cost, how much he was going to win for playing spades. So that's why he paid them $1,000. So every piece he had thought about throughout that entire time. So which lets you just know he was smarter than what he was putting on, but he made a bad decision, and he got stuck to that. Remember I told you sticking to the past leads to depression. And there you go. He was stuck on what happened at that one spades game 10 years ago. But I mean, his life got fucked up after that. But again, that was he need to go get counseling. That was on him. That wasn't on them because they talk crazy to him.
That's true. Because
Facts.
nobody told you to get in your car and go driving.
Bigger facts.
So definitely believe that. But we see the impact that spades can have on somebody.
That's why I know how to
What that
play,
mean?
and I'm talking shit the entire time.
Shots fired.
Right. And then I thought it was funny when you had Dwayne and Namdi talking.
I told you we do it.
That connection. But obviously, and then once you realize Clifton heard it, he's like, oh shit, you can hear us? Yes, nigga. I thought that scene was hilarious. I was just like, wow. He's like, see, the element of surprise you no longer have. But I just thought this whole reveal was perfect. I also enjoyed his motive. I was just like, damn, all stemmed from a spades game. Because he was like, I was locked up for 4 years. He was like, we thought this nigga was in grad school. Like,
right.
So I definitely thought that was funny.
And I was tripping with Lisa when she killed the last killer, like the last one, and said, this is for, she was like, this for, this for Carlton, Clifton.
I didn't catch that. Oh,
I cannot.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But
them niggas was terrified after she killed him.
They were.
I mean,
too. I would be too. She was like, "What black women always gotta save shit all the time." I was just like, "Speak on it, sis." But and then I thought when they pretty much beat Clifton, and then they ended up throwing him over the well, and then Dwayne was just like, "Guess he isn't doing well." So it's like, well, joke, so me too, and it made me think because when Shanika was like, "Nigga," he's like, "People have been dying." It reminded me of every situation, anytime an event happens where we're supposed to be serious, you always see jokes. Prime example, the submarine story that recently, look, the memes have been insane.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I see stuff and I hate
I
that I
legit
laugh.
sent it. Yeah. I said, we don't take shit serious.
We don't take nothing serious.
But in fairness, that is a trauma response, and I try to explain that to people.
To make jokes.
That's why Black people like that. It's a trauma response. We just laugh out a lot of our pain. So people don't realize how culturally deep that is. We laugh at everything.
Yeah. Cause it just be like, but some of the jokes I'd be like, damn, that was a good one. And it'd be dark. It'd be them dark jokes. I just be like, damn, I'm going to hell for laughing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like,
dark humor is a thing.
It is. But so they outside, they just like, should we call the police? But they just like, that might not work. So they just outside smoking. And then Dwayne comes up with a great idea, like, let's just call the fire department. They get hosed. And
still get shot.
You said what?
They still get shot.
Right. With water.
Water.
Which is wild because you think about during like the civil rights era, they were shooting Black folks with water hoses.
I knew you were gonna go there. Yeah.
And I didn't think about that prior to this until, as I was saying, I was just like, wow, shit.
Mm-hmm.
But was there anything else y'all wanted to add?
There was like the ending shot. You can hear Clifton laughing down the well. So
for real?
I don't know if he did. Remember, I just rewatched it.
Yeah, when he at the end, there's a laugh that comes out of it. So
down there with all them bodies.
He probably fell on top of one, cushioned his fall.
That nigga want to be the Ring so bad. But Jason, was there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think that was it, man. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm glad you got to see it. I'm glad you appreciated it. I'm glad that Dev loved it as well. So that was dope. But the question we come here for, man, was it good though?
Yes.
Yes.
It was. Definitely enjoyed this film. I'm glad I was able to, because I know like some people didn't really take to a lot of the jokes. And Jason, you talked about it's just like that Black experience. Because a lot of stuff, if you didn't have that experience, you're not gonna catch those jokes. So
it's different for everybody has a different black experience. There, nobody can take your blackness away from you. So but I'm telling you, if you didn't enjoy this movie because of the black jokes, I just question your blackness. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Nigga.
Oh shit. I mean, facts though. I think for me, like I told everybody, I'm like, because I don't like a lot of cheesy movies. I was like, it's funny in a way because it's culturally relevant to us. And so, you watch a lot of movies that got jokes from other cultures and might be funny a little bit. But like, I feel like I personally could relate to like everything they were talking about. I was in on all the jokes.
Yeah.
So I loved it.
Yeah, they did. They did that. I definitely thought going into it, it was gonna be real cringy. Like I was like, man, I'm hoping it ain't a whole bunch of almost type thing, but it was perfect. They blended it pretty well. I would love to see this cast again in another movie. Like you said, it can be a full horror or it can be a full comedy. Like if Namdi and Lisa was to get married and they had the engagement party like thing, a black engagement party, that'd be dope. Just seeing it on both sides, just seeing that. So I love that.
I would love to see this cast in a pirate movie,
oh
not the same characters. Jason.
Exactly.
I just want to see
It's gonna
black
be dope.
pirates.
Why?
What you mean? Why? Like black
niggas
pirates?
Niggas got a. She just told you about trauma. Niggas going on boats ain't it?
Jason, stop. If they out here selling on a pirate swag, that could be fire. And it just like fighting sea creatures, black mermaids. Stop.
So you want the Black Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes, that's exactly what I want. Yep.
Okay.
I'd much rather have a black Harry Potter.
Yeah. I can do Black Harry Potter. I think we need more black fantasy movies, period.
I agree.
With like full black cast or majority black cast.
I agree in that too. Well, it's definitely a space for it. So
yeah. Definitely want to see some black characters as like different creatures. I think that'll be fire. Like a centaur. Or like something like that. You just
half nigga, half horse. This is what people say in the whole movie. Is that a half horse nigga? Like that's what they be saying.
And then it's gonna be a character in that movie is like, is that a horse half nigga? Or whatever Jason just said from a distance. Like that. Yes. Well, yeah, I can see the vision.
Well, since we here, it should be out. It's called I'm a Virgo. It's definitely Jarrell Jerome, a science fiction fantasy movie about a 13-year-old boy who's he's a teenager, but he's like 13 feet tall. So yeah, if y'all in fantasy type things.
Okay.
That's on. It dropped on Prime. I definitely gotta check that out. But
the trailer keep popping up for me.
Yeah, they're gonna be pushing that.
Oh so, shit! Yeah. It's a show.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a fucking movie. Oh, even better. Yeah, even better. Oh, and we got the Jamie Foxx, Tiana Paris, and John Boyega, another fantasy movie.
I'm definitely watching that.
I love clones.
You said what?
I'm always throw his name in there. Fonz is in there too.
He is. I just like seeing him in different things. I said I love clones.
What that mean, Jason?
Huh?
What that mean?
I like clones. Oh, because me and Jazz just talked about it and she still forgot. You see what I'm talking about? That's why I lie about my memory all the time. And the crazy thing, we talked about this last night.
Okay.
We talked about clones and how the only book I've read was about what, Jazz?
Clones.
Sick of her. All right. Well, Dev, we have this next section. It's called the Link of Thrones, where you pick a character from the movie, and you let us know something you either seen them in or something that you would like to see from that part, or a movie that you would like to see they've been in, just to show people their other works.
So mine would be Namdi. I don't know if I'm gonna say his name right. Sinqua Walls. He was in The Nanny on Prime.
That was good.
That's Jason's man crush.
It is. It is. Jazz won't watch The Nanny, but we're gonna let her keep that to herself.
It's pretty good.
I have my reasons as to why I haven't watched it.
She knows. I'm hoping. Dev know?
No.
Okay, I won't say.
We'll talk about it later.
But I will do my Link of Thrones. I will do King. Melvin Gregg. He was in HBO series called American Vandal, season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one about shit?
So the one he was in, it was about shit. It was about shit.
Yeah,
So.
I remember that. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go with Dwayne. This is the creator of one of the writers of this movie. He was in. Oh shit! I can't think of it. I can't think of what it's called right now. Mike, it's on the Mike Epps TV show. Dwayne. I can't think of. Oh my god! Why can't I think of it?
You ain't write it down?
Hell no. My bad.
Okay.
The Upshaws. He was on the Upshaws. He was the son's. He was the son's boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't really big in that, but I remember his face from there.
That's dope. But was there anything else y'all wanted to add?
Just a dope movie. I think this included, I think we're moving towards a lot more culturally relevant movies for Black people. And I am here for it.
I am. I'm saying you see an uprising, a lot of like Black leads or Black movies, like kind of like when because I remember growing up, we had a lot of that, like romantic movies, we had horror movies, all those little movies. You had the Black people in them, and it kind of seemed like I don't know if it went away, it fell off, but at one point you seen a lot of them with like Kevin Hart, and Michael Ealy was either the love interest or the crazy ex-boyfriend. Always like he doesn't know how to play anything outside of that, but I'm enjoying seeing this new Black, these new Black actors coming into these roles. So yeah.
Yes. But Dev, thank you for joining us for our Blackening episode. Was there any shout outs, promotions, anything?
Lovers, you want to shout out?
Listen, why you didn't have to do me like that?
Be messy.
You got one you got to shout
normally out? I'll be shouting you guys out. Shout out to my guy SP the writer on Instagram. So if you've ever followed me, I go to these really nice extravagant poetry events geared towards POC. He's really smart dude, super creative. I think he will have another event in November. If you haven't been able to go to something like that, I encourage it. It is definitely a luxurious space for us.
Would you like to drop the location as well?
I put out his Instagram because the location may vary. I know he normally does it in Raleigh Convention Center, but I think he's trying to do some other places. But normally it is in Raleigh Convention Center.
Okay.
But yeah, look out for all of his stuff. He does a lot of other projects. Really, really great, talented guy.
We'll look out for that.
That's dope. Jason, is there any last words you would like to drop?
No, get y'all space games up. Get that black. Don't get that black card. Don't get that black card revoked, nigga. What you got?
I got nothing. Definitely enjoyed this review. Enjoyed this movie. Spade skills on point. And thank you to everybody that subscribe, rate, review, follows, and listens. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Episode 55.
The Blackening. We here, baby.
Y'all finally go check it out.
Watch it in the movie. Get that experience. But when they come home, have a fucking watch party and go fucking nuts. Get crazy. Yes, Batman style, right?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
That's next week.
Let's get nuts.
That's next week. All right.
Peace.
Cheers, y'all.
Where's the goddamn button?